Hello and welcome everybody. We got quite a few fans here from Normal Age. They are ahead in this matchup in the best of three series coming up in the CivFR Squadron playoffs. It looks like fighting for that upper division. We do have Normal Age with 1 and Fantomas with 0. We might actually see an equalizer tonight, or we're gonna see Normal Age advance. Hello there and bonsoir Etain, bonsoir Kokamika. Hello there sirs and welcome. And Sasu, good evening, son, and welcome. We do have Vadim in the house. Also, good evening, son. I do hope we're going to see you in the CPL League soon. Hi, Nick Dave. Good morning, sir, and welcome. That spawn over there does look like it's interesting, but I don't like that desert. Do you like the desert? 5-second energy. Good evening, sir, and welcome. We do have Crispy. Welcome back, sir. How have you been? Hope everything is fine. And of course, you are with your higher spirits and everything. Yeah, we do have Master of the Moon. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Much appreciated, sir, for the 14 months. Oh my god, thank you. Heroes Maximus, also good evening, sir. Bonsoir, monsieur, et bienvenue. Normal Age indeed. We got 3 fans. I count 3 fans from Normal Age in this chat right here. Hemelik Broken Navan, also good evening, sir. Tito's spoke first in the channel. Big shout out, but he didn't click that first promotion. That actually goes to Bigsy 1992. Good evening, sir, and welcome. I do have to point out that I did make a few changes on my Discord, so you can actually receive faster notifications about whenever I'm going to go live, whenever I'm going to have a video uploaded onto YouTube, and of course you can just click on buttons over there and get the role. Looking at the staging room, we do have continents and islands chosen as a map. They actually pre-chose this map, so both teams actually had a bit of a heads up to know about what's going to happen in this one. We do have them starting to ban the civilizations. It looks like Mubande got the first tax, then we do have Japan, then we do have Portugal, and now we do have Spain taken out from the player options. 2 more options to go, and we do need to see what they're going to ban here. Continents and islands, actually quite an interesting naval / land map. You do have quite a few possibilities to go on the land, but you can't actually discount the coast, or I should say you cannot ignore the coast. I think that's a better expression. We do need to see if they will try to do something like that, and how they will try to balance out their naval powers with, of course, the land powers. Now it does look like they did take out already 3 very good coastal civilizations, Japan with Portugal and Spain. That also means Byzantium is left open, Gaul is left open. We do have Age of Steam and Age of Empire Victoria. We do have Didos. There are quite a few civilizations left open for them to pick from, and of course since Grand Colombia got the 5th choice over here, Norway comes up in the 6th one to finish up the first ban phase. Now we are just a few moments away from seeing the first pick. I am pretty sure we're gonna set the tone for the game here. Bewewen is gonna be the one choosing, and I do have to point out we do have on different sides Bewewen with Taldan, with Baptiste and Spylke coming up for Normal Age. And then on the other side, on the team Fantomas, we've actually seen them, I think it's been a while, but we've seen them on stream here before. Portouss with the Thedeclick, with Tirem and Nami for Fantomas. Also, and Sasu is making a comment over here. If Normal Age gets the gold, so they have to disband. Oh my god, can you imagine? Yeah, the Golden Age enjoyers here. Also, a spicy naval game. England, yeah, let's see the England. It doesn't seem like they ignored England and they're gonna go for Lady 6 guy. Okay, I mean this you know, I said it, and we might see some bit of land over here. And we're gonna need to see how they're gonna get their land quality on Lady 6 guy. It does matter quite a bit if you do manage to get those plantations or not. Being the not part is like, you know, low rolling over there, but you know, it is what it is. Nami here does seem like he saw what happened in the active ban phase, and he was like, oh, Basil II, don't mind if I do. He's gonna be Byzantium's leader here with the Dromos, with the Tangus, with the Hippodromes, giving him the free units. And we're gonna need to see if he's actually gonna get an opponent to go against, and maybe we're gonna see some crusading abilities here from his religion. And we do also need to see Tirem pick up the second choice for Fantomas. we are waiting for him. It looks, and they do have 1 minute to actually choose these civilizations, and I gotta say, since there are so many good coastal civilizations left open, it's quite a surprise to see them going for this. I do also want to mention Basil II does also require at least 1 or 2 allies to give him the gold so he can upkeep everything. It's quite a gold heavy civilization, and it looks like Tirem here is gonna oblige. He's gonna go for Victoria, Age of Empire, not Age of Steam. He's gonna do the goal for his teammates and fight on the seas at the same time. We do have also Dido coming up as the 4th choice, or I should say 2nd choice from normal age. They do have Dido and Maya with Basil and Victoria. It does look like they're going for this balancing out from the beginning of this game over here, not actually waiting for the 2nd pick. So we get to see that. Let me actually take a look at my settings over here on Twitch. On Twitch should be fine. I did set the map for the game, continents and islands. We do have left team, right team turned off, and okay, let's go. Okay, so it looks like, of course, we do need to see 4 more BAMs going forward, and we do need to see what they're gonna go for this. We do have Mapuche taken out as the next one in the 7th phase with 3 more choices to go, and we do need to see if and how they're going to try to use these bans accordingly. It's quite important to actually try to take out as many of those civilizations you don't want to go against on this ban phase. On the continents and islands, I would definitely say you should actually prioritize getting quite a few coastals, even if you're going to need to fight on land. There are these coastal civilizations, especially in the mid to late game, they can actually get a lot of power on their side. Now with Basil in the mix here, it does put a bit of danger on their opponents, with a possible Tromos Crusade, with possible Tagmas to attack you. Not really that easy to actually get everything going, but it can be countered. We have seen it actually multiple times in the higher, in the CWC games, where we did see a task for fish, if I remember correctly. Oh my god, totally nullifying Basil II. We've also seen the opposite, Basil II just running around the map, just taking out everybody without remorse. We do also see Scotland coming up in the 8th choice over here, and we gotta see what they're gonna go for the next 2 bans. Let me catch up with the chat. Tito's is saying, I hate naval games. I mean, I understand, but sometimes... Wait, you hate naval games, or you to play them or to watch them? Because, man, they're actually quite spectacular to watch over here, with so much movement everywhere, and with so many things that you need to take care of, and so on and so forth. Also, Rafifi, bonsoir monsieur, bienvenue. We'll finish on an island. That's a good question. We'll see. Life is all about balance. Ignoring balance and going all in on one thing. Australia is still available. Did they get nerfed? I don't know. They forgot about John, the big John. And it looks like we got over here a quick oh no, actually what happened here? Nami actually exited from the game, and it got back. Okay, so they're gonna actually ban in this phase over here. They're just gonna pick them, and it is what it is. Looks like maybe he just clicked. Yeah, he said Nami. He said that she's just, yeah. Anyway, he's bad. He's saying my bad, sorry, and désolé, and it's fine. I mean, yeah, we can adapt to this. We do have Bewewen picking up Lady Siska as it did. Nami on Basil, Tirem on Victoria, Taldan on Dido, and they did ban Scythia as the last one. I don't know what the previous to last was, honestly. I remember Scotland was 8th. I remember Mapuche was 7th. I don't remember the 9th choice. But anyway, it is what it is now. We do also see Portouss picking Cyrus. So yeah. Oh wait, is this picking Cyrus to be banned or picked over here? I don't believe in the CivFR squadrons we do have any ban on Persia. The players want to find out exactly how to play against them, and we did actually see quite a few defensive opportunities there against Persia. Now I do have to mention Congo, man. Congo against Persia. I want to see it some more. Scythia was the last man. Okay, Hungary. Oh, Hungary. They did Hungary. Okay, got it. That makes sense. They're gonna go for Aztec over here also as a pick. It looks like Baptiste is gonna need to pick it here. We do have Spylke and Portouss needing to pick up the next ones. And I do hope actually Nami's internet is gonna be stabilized here. I think we do have more than 0 MS to everybody, so it should be fine. It's just a matter of time. Also Australia, yes, it would be amazing for their coastals, and I do have to say that's a very powerful timing when it comes to those caravel attacks. You do get that science early, and oh my god, if you just have a breathtaking appeal everywhere, maybe some pastures for good production, that's just gonna be so good. We got another pick, France Black Queen, a very stable pick here. It works well on the seas, it works well on the land. There's been quite a bit of picking of France Black Queen for I think actually about 6 months. Before that, we've barely seen her in the games. Now with Black Queen's ability to get that extra diplomatic visibility over her opponents, it does manage to charge up her damage against her opponents very quickly, which is very important in the game. We are just waiting over here for the players to pick their choices. Portouss has the last pick from normal age, I believe he is from normal age. No, he is actually from, sorry, Fantomas. Team 1 is normal age, team 2 is Fantomas. We're probably gonna need to actually put the labels on the screen here so we do know exactly who is who. Also, Tito's is saying, I had watching and not that much that could be done in the same way. You know all the steps beyond Carvel Rush, Admiral Rush. It's all about spawn and land quality and pre-builds, of course. Well, yes and no. I mean, it's also about the gold. It's also about preparation. It's also about positioning. Sometimes the players do get to counter each other properly, and a lot of the times that actually allows them to go for a little bit later on clashes, which of course does make available battleships, does make available those submarines. Maybe we're gonna see some destroyers. So that's actually, I mean, you know, that sometimes yes, it is kind of like very straightforward, and I do have to say that a lot of the times you kind of need to prepare yourself accordingly, and if you don't get these lessons learned, you're just gonna keep on missing on those amazing ones. I agree, it's the problem with naval maps, boats and boats again, and you win or lose turn 1. Oh, okay. Well, I hope it's not gonna be turn 1, Rafi, I gotta say. Also, Inca, this is a surprise indeed. We do have Pakachuti showing up here, and we do need to see if Pakachuti is gonna get some mountains to place those terrace farms, not to mention benefit from his Kapaknans, the Kurakak, and of course those domestic trade routes. Amazing, the food, also the gold that you can generate, that is gonna be quite interesting. Now we're gonna need to see them starting to choose who's actually gonna be higher in the slots with what civilization, and who is gonna get the lower priority over here. Sometimes of course the players do want to put the civilizations that will need to fight throughout the game for different things, for wonders, for great people, and try to give them as much of an advantage as possible from just the slot. This is something that I think every time I do need to see and also talk about. Every time you're gonna turn something with somebody else in the game, the higher priority slot is gonna take it away, so it's gonna win that tiebreak. So whenever you're gonna fight for great animals, even if you have the same points or more points, the higher slot will still have the priority. Same thing for wonders. If you same turn a wonder with somebody, we are gonna see that. It looks like we're gonna actually have a quick relobby over here. I do hope this is actually gonna fix this thing over here. We'll see. Well, hopefully Hopefully. Asticos is training currently. It's pretty insane with a unique improvement. Closing, Guten Abend, mein Herr. And also you're talking about, I think you're talking about Inca, right? With the terrace farms. They are amazing. Yes, if you do manage to get the correct mountains, if you do manage to get the distance between you and your opponent and make everything work properly, yes, it does actually give you a lot of benefits. A lot of the times, though, the players don't like to pick it because of that problem with the mountains. Let me actually pick really quickly over here. And I think Dido was the first one, if I remember correctly. Ooh, need to get my memory. What is it? Phoenicia, right? It's with an F. Oh no, it's not. It's Dido. Oh, it's Dido. Never mind. It's Dido, not Phoenicia. Okay. Oh, again, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now we got everybody joining in. Looks like I'm just gonna need to quickly rejoin. So swap. That's what I was. That's the word I was looking for. With Bewewen. Bewewen. Oh well, that's gonna be fun to say. Definitely. Is it as fun to say as Tirits though? Okay. Okay, let's actually put up a quick poll over here, guys. Quick poll. What's more fun to say? Tirits or Byzantium? Let's go. Let's put it for 3 minutes because we got a bit of time over here until they connect to the game, and then we are gonna switch. There we go. I'm just gonna leave the first slot open so he can jump on it. I'm pretty sure it's fine if I just sit on the second slot and not on the first one. I mean, sure, if he really wants to swap, I can swap with him as well. It's fine. Good evening, Antireo. Hello there, sir, and welcome. Also, Tito's is calling it out. Time for coffee. Yes, time for coffee. Oh my god, we got a tie over here. Okay. Tirits or Byzantium? Tirits or Byzantium? What's more fun to say? Okay, so we do have everybody joining in, and it looks like they are fixing their 0 MS. Looking at the glance over here, we do have... okay. Yeah, we do have more than 0 MS on everybody. I don't know who Jobar is. Maybe the game is not private. Now it's private, so I guess it should be fine. We're just waiting for everything to be set up over here. Just needing the Thedeclick to actually get into his slot in the second one. It looks like Spylke is going to go for Dido. A third slot will be Tirem with Basil the second. Bewewen with Montezuma. Nami with Pakachuti. We do have Baptiste with Lady Siskai, Taldan on Catherine de Medici the Black Queen, and Portouss still needs to pick up a civilization over here. I think it's England missing, but I'm also pretty sure that we will try to get England. There we go, as a second slot over here. That's what I was about to say. It feels like it's more natural to have it higher up in the slot so it can actually fight for those admirals. You never know how this ends up to be. Now, also, I do have to point out on Continents Alliance, we might actually have quite a few remaps. I'm not really sure about the technical remaps, but I do believe it is... well, we're gonna need to check out those islands over there, just as chat was pointing out earlier. We might have somebody just stranded somewhere on a tiny island, and that's gonna be a problem. Okay... Nami saying that he didn't choose his Civ and he will relaunch his game. Thedeclick has a bug. Okay, so Thedeclick has a bug. He didn't get to choose his Civ, I think. Il peut pas choisir sa Civ. And il relancer son jeu. This means he will... yeah. Okay, it's fine. He can't choose. Oh, I see. He can't choose. Okay, I see. He lost his game. Cree ones are so much harder to say. Yeah, they are. The Cree names, man. The Cree names. Oh, Tirits wins the day over here in the votes with 4 votes on what's more fun to say versus him and Byzantium. We won one. I mean, I like both, honestly. But I gotta say, yes, I tend to agree. Tirits is just so fun to say, man. He's a very cool guy also. I mean, you know, it makes sense. He has a very cool name. He has a very cool character. Makes sense. Okay, so I think we can actually put up the prediction on the screen for how many remaps we're gonna have. Again, I do want to reiterate, this is continental island, so we might actually have quite a few of them. And be careful how you use your channel points. How many remaps? 0, 1, 2. Let's put 10 minutes for the submission period. It's gonna take us a while to actually get in, and hopefully, of course, everything is going to be sorted out. I think I can ready up. Nobody has any problems here. It should be fine. We're going. Buvar, it's really troublesome when when you have to translate it in English. And also, yes, like Crispy is saying, technicals do not count. It looks like Portouss is going to be with Cyrus on the last slot here. We do have a Pakachuti. I don't know how it didn't have Congo. The original Congo. It did get nerfed, right? It did lose one extra movement from its bebas, but come on, is that bad? That bad? It looks like the players do think so. So we're gonna need to see how things will change over here if everything is gonna be fine. Okay, why is he saying change the preset? Well, maybe we do have all of the wonders. Oh, select natural wonders, everything. Natural wonders, please. We might actually have a few extra ones in the game that we might not want in the game, so you know, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful with that. I'm not good at being careful with anything. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, you know, it is what it is, man. That's that is something that I guess it gives you a lot of experience, just not being careful. You just try everything out. Oh, what does this button do? Beep, boom. Amazing. Gotta add the Grand Canyon to the natural wonder list. The secret tax is pretty good. I think we did actually have the Grand Canyon added, like all of the wonders that secret tax did. The biggest issue there was the players actually didn't want to have them in the game, so that's why we actually made these presets, so it's much easier for them to actually just move around them, just go and choose the civilizations, take out the civilizations that were added extra. I think actually Jack Generator tried to balance them a little bit also, and there was quite a bit of a discussion in the BBG server if they should look at them. Now they did get the rework. They did actually make a version around I think it was December if I remember correctly, and still from then and now we didn't have some extra votes for them. We didn't have some something added new to the game, so yeah, we ended up just keeping it like this. It is what it is. I guess it's not as important to the players as you might think. At least Giant Causeway got back into the game, you know, only +3 on attack, but still it does something. And let's quickly check out the islands, if we do have anybody on the islands. Nobody here, Rapa Nui! We do have this tiny island over here. Oh my god, I was thinking maybe somebody's here, but no, there is not. So let's see. To the south of Cinquetti, we do have France with a continent split, and he is gonna have Dido relatively close to him. They might actually get to trade with each other on the western coast or eastern coast, depending on where they feel it's safer. Western coast actually has Persia there, so maybe eastern coast might be a bit better. Now we do have Taldan also with possible 2-1, possible 2-2 here, or even he can move on the right style. I think that actually would be a good idea, and he sees this, that is a hill underneath his settler, so he has visibility over these tiles quite easily. The right style would probably be the best option for him. Now we do have him with a geothermal fissure because of the continent split. Looks like second city possible over there to the northwest on the cattle tile, benefiting from possible dice tiles and other resources over here, some horses, some iron. That's I guess the worst thing about this rice tile settle. He is not gonna have access to his iron in the capital. He does have a decent amount of fresh water from the rivers spanning from the north to the south, and it does seem like of course coastal options might be available here. I do see a few resources. I do see quite a few hills for him. Biggest issue is of course if there is anybody on this eastern side that might actually come against him with the boats, and if he commits, he needs to commit to the coast, you know, he needs to go in time entirely full in body blocking, everybody. But now, of course, we do need to move on towards Phoenicia, who did actually choose to move from his 1-1 base to his 2-2. He's gonna benefit from a 3-1-1 fish. And I do see in the south we do have a 2-2 stone tile available for him to settle as well. That's next to desert, which I gotta say, you know, that might make for a powerful pyramid slash Petra city. He does have the chops, definitely, and I do see to the northwest he's gonna have quite a bit of land to settle here on the coast. He's gonna have How Long Bay, and he is gonna get this 2-tile lake to get some fresh water from. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Needs to be careful exactly how he places his cities, so he does space them out properly and gets all of the bonuses he wants from the land. Moving forward in the south, doesn't look like there's anything over here. A Wonder, Upsuner Hollow. We do have Giant Causeway here, and it looks like Aztec is going to be the next one that we're going to talk about. He has one big continent that he is sharing with Inca. They are opponents, so this might actually be the first matchup that we get to, the first conflict that we get to see. It's not going to be easy. Of course, they are quite far away from each other, so we'll see if Bewewen is actually going to settle forward to the east side, or he's gonna try to settle on the coast and so on. Now he does have rivers. He does have a +3 campus in the capital. Looks like he didn't move yet, and this is gonna be a big choice if he just settles in place or moves on the 2-1 for a much better harbor. At the same time, of course, getting the fresh water there, but only a 2-1 base. A lot of the players actually would just prefer to get the harbor 2 tiles out from the city, not actually having any bonuses there. I do have to say, man, at that shipyard timing, it kind of pays back off. We do have him with Bandar Brunei as a possible city state to take out if he goes coastal, and it looks like he can actually bully that city state with his Eagle Warriors to try to take away builders. Remember, these Eagle Warriors have a chance to, when they're overwhelmingly taking out opponent units, they have a chance to convert them into builders, which you can then use in your empire to improve your territory, get some chops in, and so on and so forth. So it's actually quite important for the players to make use of these Eagle Warriors. In the southeast, we do have Nami here, which did choose Inca, and this is something, oh my god, Mount Everest next to Inca. Are you for real, bro? A second settle over here, get those mountains up, get Earth Goddess, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to put these cities to the northeast as well as southeast. I do have to mention this coast, this southwestern peninsula, is actually gonna protect him from any kind of naval attack for some time in the game, and this is gonna be quite important for him. The biggest issue would be Nami does need a few more cities over here to be good in the game, and maybe he is gonna try to go for some coastal cities to try to make up for the lack of rivers, for the lack of hills, sorry, not hills, lakes that he's gonna have. We do need to move forward here. Let's actually take a quick peek on Constantinople. We do have Tirem, actually the opponent of Maya. They are very close to each other. Oh my god, this is almost min distance. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 tiles cap to cap. Wait, whoa, did webcam now settle in place? But why not have a +6 camp? Oh, he has an, oh my god, what is this land for Maya? +6 campus over here, +6 campus over here, +6 campus. Well, it was underneath his capital city. I do have to say observatories, because otherwise my stream will go crazy. Oh no, you didn't actually spoke the truth over there. Are they campuses or are they observatories? Yes, it is. You're right. You are totally right, my chat. You are totally right. They are observatories. My bad, my bad. This is a very oily map. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it does look like, maybe it's an oily map, or maybe it's like an octopus map. We don't know. Observatories are campuses. They are campuses replacements, man. You know, sometimes you gotta be picky. You know, like you sometimes nitpicking is actually a thing, you know. We do have 6 times for a settler over here in Constantinople. That's like he's gonna get enough fresh water from these lakes. On the west side over here, he can actually put up a coastal city and maybe try to trade with Inca. We're gonna need to see if that's actually gonna be an open option for Aztec to go to war against him. Looking forward, let's actually take a look at England, Age of Empire. The Thedeclick is actually gonna have a coastal settle with some gold underneath there. That is a cotton tile that he settled on. He has fresh water from the river, and I do see he's gonna get quite a few coastal resources. Well, we're gonna need to see if he's gonna get God of the Sea here. More cities to settle to the north and to the south, where he's gonna get maybe an incense settle. He does have to the north a possible 2-2 base. I'm actually quite curious if he's gonna try to go for max city count or best city count, because I mean there are two options over here, and the players sometimes do bounce between those. So we'll see what Thedeclick is gonna choose this time. Persia is the last one to talk about here. We're turn 7, and Persia is also gonna be coastal with fresh water from this 2-tile lake. He's on the same coast as Spylke, as Dido. At the beginning of the game, they might actually clash over here. Phoenician Byzantium will probably have an advantage against the Persian galleys, and we do need to see if Persia is going to fully commit to the coast. I would really recommend so. Second possible settle on the marble tile, but again, it depends if he wants to go for max cities or best cities. A marble tile will actually cut into his chances of putting another city between the mountains over there to the east side. Not that that city actually had a lot of tiles to work at the beginning. We do have him with a river, okay, from the east to the west, and I do see a good second settle on the honey tile as well. Bit of a problem with the hill count, but I think he's going to manage with the 1-3 since the +4 harbor he's going to have, and of course, improved coastal resources. Now, they are very close to each other, Persia and the Victoria. They're going to get to trade, and this is going to be a good economic zone. Now, we do have the vote also, and let's see what, guys, stream chat, what do you feel will happen over here? Is this gonna be a map kept or a map changed? Because on each team we actually have some players with very good spawns and then some mediocre spawns. I didn't see anything like low in their options over here. Like even Maya, you gotta take into account that Maya, first of all, did notice Byzantium. Second of all, you gotta take into account he has +6 observatories everywhere. Oh my god, these Titans. So this is like one of 10 spawns that you get with Maya, so you gotta be careful. Okay, we actually have a remap. Looks like Normal Age does want a remap. Normal Age being the team on the right side here. This gives me an remap for Aztec. You think they actually yeah, I mean that might happen. That might happen. He only had a continent here. Dido with I think Dido actually would have had a nice chance to go against Persia, but at the same time I'm pretty sure England would have tried to help him out with Persia out, and I guess we would need to see another map here. It's a mute point to discuss all of it. Let's actually put up on the screen the team labels. On the right side, I believe we do have Normal Age. And on the left side, we are gonna see Fantomas. Woo! Yeah, let's go, boys. Let's actually wait for the game to load so I know exactly how to sync them with the screen over here so they're in the correct position. Wow, and Sasso putting both of those options on the table here. That is okay. Okay, sure. Start spanking Buonasera only. I mean, it has a lot of oil as a resource. Oh, okay, okay. Well, this continental island has a lot more land than the previous one, by the looks of it. A lot more clumped land, I would say. We do need to take a look on the tiny islands if anybody's gonna have the unfortunate, how to say, spawn. But no, it's fine. It's fine. Well, 2 maps in a row, we actually have relatively good spawners on continents and islands. Who would have known? The Fantomas of the Weekend Music Festival. Yes, the Phantom of the Opera also. That reminds me of the Phantom of the Opera. It's the KHN. If both teams want to remap, do they both lose a token? Yes, that is exactly what is happening. Map 2 will be played no matter what. Exactly. Okay, so let me actually... get these in the middle. Okay, there we go. Fantomas on the left side, played today, represented today by Portouss, Nami, Tirem, and Thedeclick. Then we do have normal age on the right side with Taldan, Baptiste, Bewewen, and Spylke. I actually really hope I'm pronouncing their names correctly, because, you know, sometimes I make mistakes. We do have Byzantium coming up here with fresh water from these rivers. He's gonna have a lot of land to actually settle on the east side. I do want to see if he's gonna have an opponent. Oh, okay, no, that's actually an ally. It's Inca over here to the northeast. I got excited for nothing. He does have Dido, never mind, he does have Dido to the east side, and of course Dido is gonna have to make a lot of efforts to actually get very high up in the technology to withstand all of that Byzantium attack. Not really in his I would say not really on his way to develop his empire there to defend himself on the land, but it is what it is. We do have Tirem with a scout coming up in 3. Looks like he does have a few mountains, 4 extra adjacency towards his holy sites as well. I would actually hope we're gonna see Byzantium with Crusade, even though we've seen quite a few games where Byzantium does choose to go just directly commercials and that's it, go about the game differently than we're used to. Now we do have to the northeast also Inca coming up with Nami, and it does look like he's also gonna have some sprinkled mountains here and there and not really connected, which, yeah, he's gonna get some bonuses from. Maybe he's gonna get some Capagnans for them to send those trade routes towards his ally to the southwest. At the same time, we might not see those amazing terrace farms giving him all of the bonuses he would want. Well, he does have in the capital at least three food cattle underneath his settle, and it does seem like he did have the option to move on the iron tile, but I guess he moved here first, so it is what it is. He also has quite a few other settles next to the mountains, to the east side, to the west side, to the northwest, a lot of fresh water from the rivers. All in all, it should look good for him just to sim away over here in the western part of the map. I don't think he's actually going to bother that much with Phoenicia until the later part of the game. Talking about Phoenicia here, Spylke is going to get his scout in 3. He's also going to have a 3-1-1 fish to use. Of course, the Griefs over here is going to give him some extra adjacency towards his campuses, and I do see he is going to have quite a few coastal islands over here to the north, to the east side to take into account here and settle. We do have them already asking for turn 2. They're going for this. Also, anyone on the small island? No, southwest on the map. This one? No. It's only Kabul that I guess got the lower part of this map, but it's fine. Kabul can take it, guys. He's a big boy. A tire here is gonna have, oh, there is somebody in the north actually. Aztec is gonna be in the north, and Aztec with Dido might actually trade with each other over here. Aztec is gonna be relatively close to Inca, and they will get to fight each other. I'm pretty sure Bewewen here will want to take over the Incan Empire just for himself. He is gonna have only one big continent to benefit from those amenities. It looks like even on the coast he's not gonna get some more. I don't see any extra like whales or pearls. What say that? And I actually see pearls over here on the east side, but they're too far away. He is not gonna get them there. Maybe here. So okay, the possible +5 might actually end up here. He does need to settle to the northwest for the silver, for the sugar, and as you can see over here, he does actually have 4 settles towards Nami. Might be quite a bit bad over there for Fantomas. Now we do have him with a 3-1-1 fish in the capital, fresh water from a river, and I do see he can settle the horses to the north, even though I wouldn't recommend it, man. You gotta get another coastal city, especially since he's gonna be on the same coast as Dido. I'm pretty sure those coastal settles and getting the economy going will be important. Now this should bring us up on the eastern continent, and we gotta see what's happening on the western coast of the eastern continent. We do have Taldan with France, Catherine de Medici that went on the coastal side, and he's so close to England. Oh my god, they're probably gonna fight each other over here. Take them out. We do have London coming up 2 turns with another scout. We do have also over here, oh sorry, that's a Thedeclick actually. Looks like they did meet each other, and they know how close they are. You do see that there's not even space for 2 cities over here that they can place. There's 1 city space, and that's it. And probably England is gonna be the first one to get there. I'm just saying that. We'll see exactly how it goes. Also, Night Demon, hello there, sir. He has pearls in a lake. Yes, sir. Pearls in a lake. Wait, whoa. Oh, you are correct. I did not notice this. So thank you. Thank you for that. And yes, he does have pearls in the lake over here. Very nice. I don't know how I missed that. On London, we do have that 2-2 base. Looks like he's going to have a few other 2-2s here to work. Does need to improve his coastal tiles as well as get some strategics up. I do think it is a very, very big priority to go northward with a scout here. And I do have to mention France's diplomatic visibility works on the boats as well as his land units. We do need to see how Taldan is going to want to use each of his abilities to go against England. Thedeclick, they are from opposing teams, and oh well, it will happen. Maya over here is also gonna try to help out Catherine de Medici. He's on the big land over here, and it does seem like this time he does have a much weaker spawn than the last time, even though he still has a +4 observatory location on the west between the bananas and the coffee tile. Well, we don't see +6s anywhere this time. We do have him with a possible continent split to the north, a fountain of youth over there that I think he can actually settle. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, he can settle the sheep tile if he wants to. And we do have him without mountains that can actually stop him from settling those cities around his territory. He did also meet Persia in the south. As you can see, Baptiste is going to actually have another 1-1 here trade, or I should say trade, war. We do need to see Pasargard spawn. We do have him on a 2-1 base with a settler coming up in 3. Looks like he does have a decent amount of sheep tiles to work. A possible 4 settle towards Maya. I do have to point out Maya's hulches are actually legendary for how good they are at the beginning of the game. And of course, Maya does get that extra damage whenever he's gonna fight 6 tiles away from his capital. So it's quite hard to actually push Maya with any nation. Now, of course, Persia does get a +3 on attack, does get those amazing immortals, might actually get encampment and so on. There are a few things that Portouss can try to do to get the upper hand on Maya. Now, is he gonna manage to take out Maya entirely? That's a different subject, especially with Maya's ability to get so much science from the beginning. Well, it's up in the air. It's up in the air right now. Also, no different continents. Yeah, indeed, Byzantium is going to be chilling. Yeah, it looks like he's going to be quite far away from pressuring Dido, but I think he's going to want to settle inland anyway, settle to the east side, get closer to Dido, and of course getting the Tagma attack on Dido might be quite fruitful. There's a lot of flat land over here. Those Tagmas will cover it very, very quickly, and yes, they're going to need to actually cross a river, but if he does cross the river here in the south, he's going to get quite quickly to possible Phoenician settles. Well, we did have Normalish actually choosing oh, we got a new remap. We got a new map, guys. New map. Yeah, this would have been quite a fun map, but it looks like they don't want to actually get this going. And we do have also Fantomas choosing to use their token. Okay, we got it. They chose to use their token. It's fine. Chris Pacey, yeah. Okay. No, I was sorry. I sometimes go through discussions over there really quickly, reading everything. Also, Thibaut Galbibku, hello there, sir, and welcome. Remaps are boring, yeah, but at the same time, you gotta take into account the fact that the players do want to have the best that they can get throughout the game, and yes, you know, sometimes you do. Unfortunately, low roll your spawn after a remap. I do also believe that having so close of an adjacency between Victoria and Catherine de Medici would have been quite a recipe for disaster over there for both of them. I guess they just didn't want to handle that negativity. Well, this time we actually have Thingy in the game. Come on, we got Thingy in the game. We gotta look on the bright side, you know, always look on the bright side, guys. Let's see, manage prediction. Let's finish the outcome here. 2 remaps, and somebody actually lost quite a few points over here. Yes, 2 remaps it is. This is the map gonna be played out. I do want to double check the island so we don't actually have anybody on a tiny island. I do see Victoria did get spawned on an island, but that doesn't matter. He has a decent amount of coast over here to develop his cities. It's fine, it's fine. The Thedeclick is gonna have a good time. Okay, let's see. Top west part, we got Persia coming up with a possible settle on the oil tile, getting that fresh water from the lake, getting a 2-3 deer tile and a 3-2 banana. I do also notice he does have to the north a possibility for a good campus. I also see he has Singi de Bemaraja to the east side, does benefit from horses to the northeast and iron tile to the northeast. Not bad, not bad. And yeah, there we go. He's actually moving on the oil and settling in place. He does have a few more of these lakes for the fresh water. Does need to be careful exactly how he places everything over here, so he gets that extra housing in his cities. Is quite important. We also notice a decent amount of reefs around his coast that will give him the adjacency towards his campuses, and I guess we do need to take a look over here towards the coast if there will be an opponent. We don't actually see anybody on the coast, but we do see Baptiste is going to be also close to him, again close to him. Oh my god, this is a low roll, guys. I said it, guys, okay. Let's see how Maya evolved on the spawns. It went from sky high +6 campuses everywhere to only a +2 campus now. It also went through like +4s everywhere, and then to also, oh my god, man, that's actually quite painful over here for Maya. I'm so sorry. Yeah, well, we got Ensasu here calling it out exactly. Man, I couldn't have said it better myself. Well, that's exactly how it is, man. The sky high was surrounded by fortifications with no help nearby. Yeah, but you can, like, with a lot of science, you can actually make that work, right? You just need to irrel everybody around you. And I guess you need the gold from your teammates, so I don't know, man. Anyway, we do need to take a look at the webcam Niall's abilities here. He does have a truffle tile to the west side. He does also benefit from a horse tile to the north. I do see he has mountains to the east side that will block a few settles, and I'm pretty sure he's going to try to make the most out of the land. We do have him with a problem here. Persia to the northwest, I don't think it's a good idea to settle towards him, even if that extra +5 does give him some advantage. Wait, it's +3 if I'm not mistaken on Maya. Isn't it +3? Extra +3? Lady 6 guy, it's not this one. Maya. Wait, did they take out the plus damage? Did they? Oh, they took out the plus damage, or I'm not seeing it properly. The Hulche, this is still there. +3 is removed. Okay. Rip Maya, +3 is removed. So there will be an advantage here for Persia. He does have an extra +3 over there, and his immortals are actually going to do quite a bit of damage. The first thing I see when I join a stream is turn 1 dead Maya. Well, we're going to need to see if Baptiste is going to be that dead. He did make his choice with Maya, and I gotta give it to him, man. He had a good land last time. Maybe it's, you know, maybe he's going to make up. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, no. Wait. Okay, let's take a look at the iron, guys. Don't look at the south. Don't look at the south, man. Don't look at the south. The south is forbidden. It is. He who must not be named over there in the south. Be careful, we can only talk in whispers about him. Oh my god. Anyway, we do have iron tile to the west side. He's gonna get it in the third ring here. He does have good settles on the east, I guess, with possible good tiles to work, the truffle tiles, the bananas to get to improve them and get some extra adjacency towards those observatories. In the south, he's gonna have more horses to settle, and I guess he doesn't really care about the fresh water because, you know, it's Maya, so he doesn't actually get benefits from the rivers. In the south, though, he who must not be named, is coming up with the city of Constantinople. Wayne, hello there, sir. Good evening. How are you doing? He's 100% dead, immortal, R Omega strong. Oh my god. Well, I guess we're gonna need to see it. We're gonna need to see it to believe it. Let me actually switch my Discord to something. Okay, there we go. We do have Byzantium coming up with a geothermal fissure. Does look like he's between Azania and Laurasia, has a continent to the south, has Mount Everest to actually settle. They're not. Oh my god, look at that +6 tile over here. Man, you gotta get a city here. On that, directly on the march tile, you gotta get a city there. There is even a blizzard coming through that territory and might actually get to improve some of the Mount Everest tiles. Anyway, we do have Byzantium also with the possibility to put a city directly in the face of Maya, and I do see him needing to actually plug the choke to the east side. France, oh, wait, oh. Wait, is this gonna be one of those cases in which they're like gonna be like moderator? Can I get like moderator help over here? Oh my god, this is 3 city Taldan. No, Taldan, what happened to you, bro? Oh my god. Well, at least he's actually gonna get a few islands to go and settle, and yes, he's definitely gonna want to plug the choke to the west side. Byzantium is also gonna want to plug that choke. This is a problem. Why no remap token left for team normal age? Because they used the first one, that's why. They actually, we did get 2 remaps chosen by them throughout this opening game. Well, Constantinople is going to benefit from horses in the third ring. I do see Iron Tile to the west side. Doesn't actually have very good holy sites, but I guess we're going to need to see if he's going to place this 1 over here, +1 over here. Stone Tile would be a plus, no, it's +2. Yeah, it's a +2. Unfortunately, of course, you actually need to get masonry to chop that stone or place a campus or place, sorry, a district on it. So, yeah, that's not going to happen. Now, we do have him also scouting the north over here. He doesn't know yet about France. France is gonna figure this out, and it looks like he's gonna close the choke here. He's getting a settler in 4, and yeah, this is gonna be quite a problem over here for the city of Paris, or Paris. Now we do have Palace coming up with a 2-2 base, 3-1-1 fish. He does have a few 2-2s to work, a possible +5 campus here to the northwest, and more campuses to the north. I do also notice he's only going to have 2 cities, one in the north, one in the south. Otherwise, it's going to be quite a problem for him to get more. I guess he can try to rush shipbuilding, and that is probably what he's going to do, and try to get cities on the eastern side. I'm actually not sure if he needs to go sorry, and ask a moderator or not about this. I guess since we're turn 9, that ship has sailed. Sail away, boys. Hey, did you guys notice we do have another Pirates of the Caribbean movie coming out? Did you see that? Did you see that? Yeah, wait, I had the team twisted. Hyper Bell Freak with the mixer. France gonna go bronze 4, settle the stone, and Giga Rush Basil. Oh, that would be actually amazing. If it does catch Constantinople off guard over here, yeah, that will be amazing. We do have also, as you can see, the Persian warriors getting to the territory of Maya and actually trying to pokey in the Mayan cities. We do have also Paris with only horses available for him in the north. He does have an iron tile to the west side, but that's a bit far away.
Hey guys.
Ooh, hello there, ATAC. Thanks so much for the prime, sir. Much appreciated. How have you been doing? Or I should say, merci beaucoup, monsieur. We do have to the northeast also to talk about England over here. The Thedeclick does have a setter coming up in 110, and it does look like he did get a builder. He is going to have 3 charges to actually improve the 3-1-1 fish, get some iron over here improved on the west side, and he does actually have a second 3-1-1 fish on the other side, on the eastern side of his coast. We do have him with multiple cities that he can settle, some with freshwater, some with non-freshwater. I guess this one would be the only one with non-freshwater. The other ones will have the freshwater available from lakes or even some rivers. We do have him also with giant causeway, and this actually makes me think, can he use red coats against anybody? Hello, anybody? Knock knock. No, he cannot. And well, I guess we're gonna need to see how he's gonna try to use his boats against somebody, because that's his next best option. We do have Thedeclick going for the south settle. He does have forces in the third ring, as you've seen. Iron in the first ring here, and I gotta take a look. Did actually France? Yeah, he did actually discover what's going on here. He does have a settler in sight, even though I do believe Tirem is gonna be fine. It doesn't actually have any problems with that. Wait, where is the settler going? Where is this settler going? Oh, south? Oh, that's not gonna be good. That's not gonna be good at all. Actually, warrior, you gotta move now. You gotta move, man. Stop the scout. Try to stop the scout. It's too late. Oh no, Baptiste. Oh, did he get discovered here? I do want to double check this. They're heel and heel, right? So they should actually see each other. Yeah, they do see each other. So this, well, not each other, but I guess Maya does know there's a settler coming to the south here. We do have France moving over here, and I do see Baptiste is gonna try to get to that settler. I gotta point out the scout will probably get there first. He will shift enter it and will try to protect it. There is another Mayan scout coming from the north and will try to do some damage over here. If they can get the settler, this is gonna be amazing. ATEC also, can someone resume Civ meta? Right now I'm playing Foxhole and don't really follow Civ6 like 6 months. Oh, you mean the show that was what was it? Was it Malm or was it Liege that was hosting it? But yeah, that might actually be quite something with Civ meta. We do have the Thedeclick coming up with that settler in the south, and it does look like Aztec did settle coastal here. They are opponents, and Aztec, I guess, doesn't know about this one. He might have actually just settled for Taldan to get to trade with Taldan. Well, he's gonna discover something else in the form of those galleys coming up from England. He is gonna be get poked over here on that city of Texcoco. I gotta say, this is quite an exposed city. This is one of those situations you actually have multiple vectors of attack against one city center, and that's not good, guys. That is not good. Let's follow what's going on over here. We do have France with the warrior going to the south. Over here we do have Byzantium with the settler and the scout. He is trying to protect his settler with all of his power. With the brain moves over here, if he's gonna move west, he really needs to actually move west. I don't know why actually Baptiste didn't get this scout as well over there to the south. It would have helped out amazing to actually do this. Yeah, do something over here. Anyway, it looks like we might actually see some shift entering going around. Tirem did manage to go around the Mayan warrior, and yes, he is exposed right now, but it's fine. The Mayan warrior, it's all about the first moves here, and I'm pretty sure the Mayan the Byzantium scout and the settler would just shift enter away. Even I say that, but then I don't see a waypoint being selected. Anyway, it is what it is. I really hope this one comes to help. Really hope this one comes to help. It needs to help. On Aztec, we do have also an Incan warrior trying to get near. We do have a scout coming up in the north, and it looks like they did figure out he is here. We got galleys in the water coming up from Texcoco, and I do not see actually England with his own boats. Remember, England doesn't actually want to build his own boats. He gets them for free at the Royal Navy dockyards whenever he's going to finish one, and that actually might be a problem. Oh, there we go. We got boats in production here. Okay, it's fine. Oh, they noticed Texcoco, and immediately he was like, boats, boats, row, row, row your boats gently down the stream. Come on, please, please, Monsieur Scout, calm down, my friend. Anyway, you do see actually Byzantium did not manage to shift her away. She's settler, and unfortunately that scout might actually pay for this mismove. We do have the warrior coming up to the west. I think he should actually move it to the west side over here. Shift enter it to the west side, mostly because he's gonna how to say, he's gonna zone of control the scout and the settler. He's not gonna allow them to move on the Vital and get a settle off. And please, Baptiste, move down, monsieur. No, he's not. Oh yeah, well, that's what I was saying over here, and I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a spam B next turn. We do have Tenochtitlan coming up with a settler as well. He does benefit from 3 to 1 spices in the capital. In the second city, he does have forces in the first ring. And I do see in the capital city, he does have an iron tile in the second one. A decent amount of fresh water from the cities. He is again very close to Inca, which might pose quite a few issues here. For Nami, we do need to see how Huánuco is going to deal with this. And Cusco, actually, Inca was the aggressive one in this particular scenario. He actually put a city right in the face of Aztec, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's gonna try to do some form of a land attack against Aztec, especially since Aztec needs to go boats here against England. Well, that might be an issue. We do have also London to put out boats. I gotta point out, Aztec only has 1 city to make boats, while England has 2, and he's gonna get free boats from his Royal Navy dockyards. Looking at Cusco, we do have, wait, what happened here? Ooh, shift entering. Oh, you see now why the scout was valuable here? This was extremely valuable. Extremely valuable. The scout, the extra strength from the scout would have just taken the other scout away. I don't know why. Oh well, it happened. You know, it's a mistake. I mean, I guess I know why. He wanted to get some other settler over here from Constantinople. Maybe get a pillage, maybe get a builder. He wanted to use that scout a little bit differently than he did right here. Okay, on Inca, we do have him moving with a scout to the south. Looks like Phoenicia is going to be there. That's going to be one of his opponents. Spylke is on the eastern coast, and I guess he's going to get to fight Persia at the later part of the game. Not right now, though. Right now, it looks like he's moving his units on the land towards Inca. And I gotta say, this is a lot better land for Inca than we had last time. He does have a very, very good terrace farms. Unfortunately, a lot of these tiles that where he could put those amazing terrace farms are actually quite well covered by rainforest, so he does need bronze working to get that going. Oh well, it's fine. We'll see when he's gonna get bronze working. He does have an iron tile, 2 tiles out from Cusco. He also has horses in the south over here, next to a turtle, next to the coast, and very, very good campuses that he can place next to the mountains. This is a +6, probably never gonna get there. It's much more likely that Phoenicia is gonna get there, but again, Inca does have the ability of the Capac lands, which will give him quite a bit of an advantage. Wait, look at Maya and Persia. Wait, how did this happen? This is one of those scratchy things over here. How did this happen, guys? was this because of the Persian warriors that just kept on bullying the Mayan warrior? Wait, that's not even close to his cap. That's like in -10 range, right? This oh no, this is in the penalty range for Maya, if I remember correctly. Wait, Maya. Lady 6 Sky, non-capital city within 6 tiles of the capital gain +5 to all yields. Other non-capital cities receive -10% to all yields. Oh no! Holy moly! Yeah, exactly. Eric Hoffman calls it out. Tsumin, good evening, sir. Also, he said that a settler snatch from Persia. I don't think so. Actually, Persia does have his settler over here, and he is going to put it next to Tsingy on the better tiles of Tsingy. Not that they're that good, but still, they're better than the ones in the south. We do have the Persian trader also needing to start up. I'm pretty sure he's gonna need to wait for the Mayan scout to move out of the way or get a warrior there, and that's exactly what he's doing. Now we do need to see in the south here. Okay, we got France still bullying a little bit Byzantium, and I do see there is an archer here in Byzantium's land that will actually get to push out his opponents. Let's see what's going on. We do have Aztec with the galleys, and it does look like also England did manage to make 3 galleys. Now we also see Inca trying to block the settles of Aztec over here. He's gonna try to force him to move on that banana tile, which I'm pretty sure is not something that Bewewen wants to do. That banana tile is just way too close to the city of Leeds and London for safety. Now let's actually take a look at the last shift here. We do have Phoenicia coming up on the eastern coast. We do have him with the Howlong Bay in the coast over here in the east side. Okay, he's gonna need to settle that one tile island for the wonder and get those tiles improved, the turtles, the fish, and so on. We do have him with builders. He also has turtles next to the city of Biruta, free fish next to the city of Tyre. Does benefit from a possible tobacco tile to make that extra faith per turn, which I don't see he him actually using. He does have one more faith needed to actually pick up a pantheon, getting to that 12 threshold. Now we do also see him trying to put a little bit of pressure. Oh no. Uh-oh. I mean, Inca, you're in trouble, sir. Inca, there's a slinger there, there's a scout there. Like, this warrior can do a lot of damage against the slinger. I don't know about this, Nami. I don't know about this. Look like you gotta get out, man. You gotta get out. It doesn't look like it's gonna be easy for you to actually get anywhere. Yeah. A problem, big problem. We do have Byzantium coming up from the city of Tyre. He is going to get his third city here to the southeast. Doesn't look like his iron tile is going to be 3 tiles out from the city of Tyre to the south, and he does have forces in the ring of his capital on the west. Both of them are actually quite expensive, and I do believe they're going to need quite a few of them. Okay, let's see. So that actually comes up to close the civilization talk. We know about the strategic resources, we know about the early moves, there's quite a bit of action. This is just a mess. I gotta say, this is action all over the place. Everybody's probably asking, like, give me gold, give me gold. No, I need this, I need this. Like, give me builder, give me that, give me that, give me that. I need horses. Woo, woo, woo. Give me some iron, and so on. You can imagine in the, like, if you would have had one of those operation centers over here, and I'm pretty sure all of them were talking at the same time, asking for stuff and so on. So that is well, this is gonna need to evolve for the players, for us to actually see what they're gonna do. We do need to see also their pantheons, and I do think we can actually open up the prediction for who's gonna win. We do have already initiation rights picked up by Byzantium. He's getting his holy sites, and yeah, he wants to go to war. This is Byzantium that really wants to go to war here against either Maya or France. France did manage to get the city of Nantes to the south. He's gonna put that third city to the north. I do see 3 cities, Persia, and also putting down an encampment. So you can imagine Maya is right around here. Oh no, I need to get the defenses going against Immortals and the Tagmas. Like, this is not gonna be good for him. God of the Forge. Oh, you know what this means, guys. Hey, Salty Capybara, how have you been doing, ma'am? Oh my god, welcome, welcome, welcome. Bigger than adjacent land. Yeah, exactly. God want a map. Danny Dirty, good evening, sir, and welcome. Indeed, indeed. 2-3, but my strolling for settling Immortal is so bad. Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I don't know what happened here. Maybe he actually wanted to go on the 1-3, but it was protected by the Persian units, and then he just went for the next best thing. He might actually, as you can see, try to take out one of the cities of Persia with these hulches. They do deal a significant amount of damage, especially against wounded units. As you can see, they have an extra +5. These are higher strength archers anyway, so yeah, that's actually quite a bit of an advantage there. But when those immortals are gonna come out, well, that's gonna be a totally different beast to talk about. Let's take a look, a quick peek over here in the prediction, and let's put it up on the screen. We do have managed prediction, start prediction, who will win. On one side we do have Fantomas, on the other side we do have Normal Age, and I gotta say Normal Age does have an edge on in this best of 3. They didn't manage to win the first game, and we're going to need to see if they will win this one. Normal Age is on the right side, Taldan with Baptiste, Bewewen, and Spylke, while we do have on the left side over here Portouss, Nami, Tirem, and the Thedeclick on Fantomas. Ooh, well, yeah, they came out to party, man. We're gonna see if they brought the correct DJ to this party. Looking at the Incendera, we got 8 more turns to go until the next one. Looks like in the city-state screen we do have Mogadishu, Samarkand, and Cahokia coming up to play. Quite a few boats coming up from England also to go against Aztec here. He does have the advantage, and we do see that Aztec is raging to get some more of his. It looks like he also got pushed out from putting that city on the coast, on the northern coast, while we do have England getting God of the Sea as a pantheon, getting that extra production in the city of Leeds and London. He's also building Royal Navy dockyards from his cities, while again, oh, he did actually get the Londonese one as well. Very nice, very nice. Well, now it's going to be a race for oligarchy here. Now we do see also Fez with Taruga being the two science city-states in the game. We do have Johannesburg and Mexico City coming up for industry. Looks like Antananarivo, Caguana, and Kumasi will be the ones for culture, and it does seem like La Venta is going to be the only one for religious bonuses. I do see Valletta also is the only one for that military bonus, and it is to the south over here. Byzantium might actually get to Suzette, so he can buy out some well, somebody's gonna get to Suzette. I don't know if Byzantium, but he's the only one making a decent amount of faith here, and we do need to see if he's gonna want to use that for his monumentality, or if he's gonna want to use that for some added benefits in his city centers. With Valletta you can buy out those what do you call it, improvements in the city center, right? The walls, you get monuments, you get granaries, you get water mills, depending on what you, even flat barriers. I don't think the game is gonna last as long as the prediction. Hyperbell Freak, I mean, we don't know yet. There's quite a few moves over here for the players to do. Persia coming up with these warriors. We do see Baptiste also moving in with his Hulches. I'm a bit surprised he didn't actually choose to last move here. He does have 1-3 heal to shoot from, and as you can see, the Hulches don't do a lot of damage towards the city center. They do have a -17 penalty on them. We do have also Passagarde getting that God of the Forge with the iron improved, yet there's no Mayan Pantheon. On France, still no Pantheon. He just got it. Goddess of Tides. He's gonna actually get an extra culture point on all of these coastal resources. He does have quite a few of them, for example in the city of Amboise, and since that city did get chosen to be put right there on the 2-2 base, he's gonna need to buy out those tiles from across his territory. Probably not gonna get to improve them anytime soon, especially with some Persian scouts just sniffing around the mountains. Let me in. We do have England finishing up his trade routes, getting more builders here. He did put quite a bit of pressure on Aztec, and now it doesn't look like he's going to take that city. Aztec did get 3 galleys, and he started to put out harbors from 2 cities. Ixtapaluca did get settled. City Patriot got it as a Pantheon. He's going to get 40% towards the first district in a city. Quite important over there to get. Let's actually see what's going on here. Cusco did go for God of War and Plunder, putting down a campus over here. Only a +2, unfortunately. And still, he doesn't have a bronze working to work. He is going towards the north here, towards Ikil, which is a wonder between Aztec and him. And by the looks of it, Bewewen does have an Eagle Warrior next to that set. Oh my god, Bewewen. If only he had the moves to actually get this Eagle Warrior on the 2-2 base and then try to first move the settler on the bananas. Well, I guess neither of, oh no, the settler actually has the moves. So we're probably gonna see him settle the bananas. Banana! We don't have that many strategic resources improved though, and even if Portouss did manage to get his iron improved, oh, never mind. Now we do see the Immortals coming online. He does have an encampment training project coming out from Passagarde in 1 turn, and by the looks of it, Baptiste over here with 7 science and 5 culture never actually got to put his observatories down. Now we do see him going for horseback riding in 4 turns, and I gotta point out, if you do have good observatories, well, you are gonna get more science, you are gonna actually get more bonuses there and get faster to your technologies. Now it doesn't seem like this is gonna be one of those games. On Dido, we do have fertility rights as a Pantheon. He got a free builder, and looks like he's working on his Cothons, half coast harbors over here. Now there is a possibility for him to actually do some damage. He can take out Persia's northern cities, while he can work on taking down Hamatana afterwards. We do need to see if that's actually going to be his choice to go for, but that is, I gotta say, that is long term. That is very long term here. We gotta also take a look at the moves. We do have Baptiste needing to get back his units. You see Persia is attacking with his, oh my god, Immortals, and getting another Immortal in production. He's tutoring a second encampment training project, and that's exactly what he needs to do. Oh my god, he actually got a second iron improved. Oh no! That's a second iron resource that he's gathering through his territory. That is big, bada boom. We do have Maya actually going for God of Open Sky, started to improve his forces, and he is gonna need all the resources of his allies over here if he wants to survive. Taldan to his east side did manage to get his horses improved. He's getting his galleys out, and by the looks of it, Byzantium did place a city very close to the Mayan borders. At the moment, he's going for his Holy Site Prayer project, and I do see Tirem is only on 3 faith a turn. Like I was mentioning, these holy sites are not that great. If you don't get the shrines, the temples, and something else to actually work that faith generation, well, it's not going to be that big. I'm actually very surprised we don't see a force settler coming up from him going towards Constantinople. Maybe he's a bit afraid of putting a city right in the face of France. When prediction, when CC, imagine if they didn't get -17, archers would attack with 28, and that's 2 lower than a catapult. Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure, don't get me wrong. I agree with the penalty over there on them. I definitely agree with the penalty on them. It is what it is. Okay, Eagle got settled. Sosa is over there. We do have Bewewen with one of these eagle warriors trying to sniff around, and it looks like there is a warrior coming up in 2 from that city center. More archers also are on the way being trained here from Cusco and Huánuco, while it does seem like Inca did go for campuses first. And I gotta mention, we've seen what happens when you actually go campuses first, like multiple campuses first, and don't actually get those commercials next. It does slow you down significantly if everybody else does the opposite. Now we are gonna need to see England also get more cities here. He's getting the boats to fight Aztec, and by the looks of it, he's doing quite a bit of damage against the Aztec boats. I do see there is a possibility for Thedeclick to do something against Bewewen. We do need to see also if we are going to have everybody reaching that threshold for a golden age. Looks like Taldan is 18 out of 19 points, and I think he did get a boat out. It's a bit of a problem for him that he's not going to benefit from one extra point here. Well, I hope he's going to benefit from one extra point. Let's see. Military, okay, mining and 2. He does have 3 more turns to equal this out, and maybe he's going to pop a hut from somewhere. I don't know, because it doesn't like... Oh, wait, he does have a hut. Too far away, though. Very far away. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Let me actually put my phone on this. Oh, I see. Twitter notifications. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Let's see what's happening over here. We do see one of the scouts of mine got taken down. I do see Baptiste over here is going to need to do a lot more units, and I don't think the Hulches are the answers to the immortals. Neither are horses. You gotta get those swordsmen if you actually want to survive. Swordsmen with Hulches behind them. We do have Persia coming up with another immortal in 1 turn. He does have a builder ready to chop a 3rd one if he needs to. It's all about the iron now, and he's the only one actually creating iron at the moment. We do have, or I should say, gathering iron. We do have Hermatana coming up with that general, and Shunsu, as you can see, will give the +5 to these immortals and get an extra plus movement on them, +1 movement on them. Is he going to prioritize going for Chichen Itza? Is he going to go for the head of the Mayan capital? I guess we're going to need to see. Jarek, also good evening, sir. No general versus Rome, legions and immortals doesn't look good. Wait, did you see Rome somewhere? Oh, you mean Basil? Yeah, Basil is, yeah. Well, we don't see a general either from Byzantium, and I do want to double check if he's using the double card. No, he's not using the 2 points card. It is what it is. I'm Daniel. Hello there, sir. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We got that going. Let's actually see Portouss using his immortals against his opponent over here. We do have Baptiste also needing to get his classical units. They are not that far away from the golden age. Only 1 turn remaining, and it does look like Taldan did manage to get his 21. Everybody, even normal age, is going to be in the golden age. That's not bad. Not bad, guys. Not bad. We do need to also see what's going to happen here between Aztec and England. The Thedeclick is actually acquiring quite a few galleys, and it is going to matter quite a bit what kind of age he's going to go for. If he's going to want to go for a golden age, a free inquiry, or Pembrasian voice. Is he going to go more cities, not, and so on and so forth. We do have Aztec getting pushed back in Texcoco quite a bit, and yes, Aztec actually doesn't have that many amenities to improve, and he is for settling Inca. Nami over here. Unfortunately, I think he lost to the settler on the east side. Did he delete it? because that settler is long gone. Like, or was this Sosa? Was this Sosa? It might have been Sosa. I guess it is what it is. Moksha government going in. We do have a builder coming up in 2 turns from that city center, getting a 3rd campus here, a +2. And of course, we do need to see how he's going to try to place his government plans next up. It's just a matter of time until he's going to get that civic and get the option to actually put it down. A bit unfortunate that he doesn't have his strategics going on, especially the iron tiles here. He would need to put pressure on Aztec alongside England and try to take out his opponent. Bewewen is in a very hard spot. Actually, I think 2 members are in a very hard spot here. Salty Capybara, this looks so messy and I like it. I know, right? This is like everywhere we do have a bit of chaos, you know? A little bit there, a little bit there, a little bit there. It's everywhere. And let's see what's going on here. Basil much better. Smudge, yeah. What does Smudge mean, by the way? Ooh, we got anonymous gifter getting 5 subs on the table here. Thank you so much, anonymous gifter. Eddie Coffin, we got Philip73, Chemikus, good Abend, mein Herr. So for LP and Mr. Cavaras, thank you so much, anonymous gifter. We do need to see how Maya is going to try to use these units to actually kick back the Persian army of immortals. We do have those immortals actually being hard built over here quite quickly with God of the Forge. She's 2 turning them from the capital, 3 turning them from Hagmatana. We also see Hulches coming up from Wab Capnal, more of these horses from the south. We do have a religion of the game. It is going to be Catholicism, and we do have choral music with Crusade. He is actually going to crusade the cities of Maya. And now, Penbrush and Voice is going to be the choice for Cyrus. We do have Nami on a Penbrush and Voice as well. Looks like Tirem, Monumentality, Golden Age. He only has 5 faith a turn. But whenever he's actually going to build units, he is going to get some faith from their production back in his coffer. So we're going to need to see how that will evolve. The Thedeclick does seem like he went for a free inquiry Golden Age. We do have also Hulches. Oh no, Baptiste. Oh, misclick over there. He wanted to shoot down the Immortal. The Immortal moved, and then the Hulch actually moved in the wrong position. That is a bit unfortunate over there. Also, his warriors are quite close to these Persian Immortals, and they might not survive. We do have Thedeclick with 20 science and 9 culture. Still on 3 cities, he's getting his traders out, and I do see more of these galleys are in production. He's still pushing on as hard as he can against the Aztec galleys and getting to heal the ones that he used earlier for an attack. Actually getting back their health is going to be valuable because he's so close to a promotion there. Also, yes, Anonymous Gifter is a legend, man. We do have a 7-7 Maya. Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big problem, sir. That's a big one. And we do have Baptiste, Taldan actually to talk about here. 13 science with 18 culture on France. He's behind the mountains and he can't do much against Byzantium at this point in time. He's trying to get his economy going with harbors coming up from Amboise. I do see Nantes also going for that. Paris did go for campus, a +5, and he did put his government plaza to increase that yield. A bit weird that he didn't actually went for this one, but I guess, well, he does want the extra science. We do have him with builder improving his tiles here, and he's gonna get the gypsum alongside the crab tiles, and of course we'll need to improve everything else. That city doesn't have a lot of tiles to work, and I guess we're gonna need to see if it's gonna manage to survive and thrive, of course. Baptiste here is in big trouble. We do have the immortals starting to smash through his units. The warriors are relatively low HP. We do have Maya with a few builders coming out, needing to chop more horses here, needing to get a bigger army, which unfortunately is not going to be on the same strength of the Persian immortals, mostly because of the lack of a general. Unfortunately, Maya didn't actually put a +2 card for generals or got an encampment, and that is going to hurt his chances of actually surviving against the Persian immortals. We do have Baptiste choosing a Monumentality Golden Age. She does have a God of Open Sky. Okay, I guess the Monumentality Golden Age is he needs to move the builders fast and gets to chop. That's why he wanted to get that way. But oh well, long term is gonna be a problem. And we do have Montezuma on the other side with a Pembrasian voice. Didn't quite get to increase his district count anymore. It looks like Teotihuacan is also getting attacked by these archers of Nami, and we do need to see if Aztec is gonna get his classical units. Wanuku is starting to get a horse out. There is a builder available to chop here in the lands of Inca. So again, quite a bit of pressure on Aztec on the seas and on the land. And we do have the Thedeclick actually needing to retreat one of his galleys, a pushback with another galley, and then get more attacks over here on Bewewen. Looks like he's preparing this attack accordingly. I would have actually wanted to see one galley over here in the 1-1 so he can actually wrap around and hit that one from the south. But anyway, that's fine. We do have also Spylke with Pembrasian voice on Dido, 9 size and 14 culture, 28 gold at 10 on 3 cities Dido. He can just use his time off to actually get a lot of cities there, and it looks like that's exactly what he's doing, trying to get as many cities as possible on the eastern side of this map. And it does look like Persia is not going to mess around with the city of Chichen Itza. He's just going to take out the capital city of Maya, and we'll follow up on Chichen Itza a little bit later. We do have these horses that are trying to get the defense going here, while Baptiste is going to need to get walls as soon as possible in the city of Webcanal with more units. I gotta say the walls will not hold that long, mostly because of ranged attack of these Persian immortals, which is quite strong against the walls. The ranged attack also gets the bonuses from the other traits of the immortals, like the oligarchy, the +3. He's gonna get also the promotions, for example. Well, I guess not the tortoise. I don't know why he went for the tortoise promotion. He should have gone for the attack. The +7 would have been so good for him. Wait, did he just move a builder back and then move out another one? Yeah, I guess he did. It is what it is. No prediction. Tizo, it's actually online. That's a prediction right now going on. Also, Nami, he has no housing on Maya and needs to chop. So builder 1 farm. Yeah, well, yeah. He needs he needs a lot of things, and I gotta point out Tikal already got converted by Catholicism, so that these units going into the borders of the city center of Tikal will actually have +5 on the units of Maya and the city of Tikal. That's a problem. We do have a Yamotiling project coming out from Tirem. He's actually taking this slowly, you know. He wants to get everything done before he actually pushes through his opponent and so on. I'd also notice Persia here is not taking any prisoners, going directly against the city of Webcapnal, which is probably gonna fall next time. Yeah. Oopsie. Is it gonna fall? Yeah, it is gonna fall. It is gonna fall. I thought I missed the prediction. I don't see it either. I mean, it should be there. Maybe click on the PowerPoints in the bottom left, and you should have it at rewards and challenges. You should have it there. Chichen Itza. Yeah, this is actually, I don't know what happened here with Chichen Itza. I guess we need to ask Baptiste after the game what did happen with that city there. Now, I also like how Aztec is trying to put the defense up on Teotihuacan. He does have a horse coming up from Tenochtitlan next time, so he's gonna boost a little bit the strength in Teotihuacan to 26, and of course Nami does need to do quite a bit of damage with these horses to go around that. We do have a Aztec scout on the west protecting the fertile from that horse, and I do see multiple builders are available for Inca to use, so he can get his upgrades going, get more of these swordsmen going, and of course improve the land. Cusco is going to get another builder, and he did well not actually getting another city to the south, not putting it in the face of Phoenicia. Now Phoenicia is also going for Ancestral Hall in 4 turns, and I do see Tirem actually just improved his first swordsman. Is he just gonna go and take out Tikal with a swordsman? Well, a prediction about how long Maya can survive. Yeah, 2-3 bar. If it was a normal HT, yeah, just refresh El Bagel. Yeah, just refresh. Okay, that works. We actually have Baptiste moving away, so he can retake his capital if the city is going to be low enough. There is a Persian slinger that could actually be double attacked by the Mayan warrior. And of course, I do see we do need to have a Byzantium move to the north as well. Byzantium. Now, what's happening with the boats here? The Thedeclick did manage to do some more damage on the Aztec galleys, and I do see he did manage to level up at least one here to promote with the emblem promotion, but I think he lost at least one boat. We do have another two settlers coming up from Bristol and Leeds, and he did manage to get Gaius Duilius as an admiral. This would be actually extremely strong if he gets this level 1 galley to attack there. Now, there are some French galleys also in the water, actually finding out that there is a lot of shallow water between them, so he could try to put some pressure on his opponent over there. Taldan does have 14 science and 23 culture, not as close as the science of Thedeclick, but that culture generation is starting to ramp up, and he does have a decent amount of campus slots that he could use for extra adjacency. Okay, I do see Maya is actually, oh no, why? I really hope he's actually gonna move that horse out. You see, yeah, he's moving, he's shift entering the horse away. Okay, he's also taking out tiles here, so it doesn't give all of the bonuses of his land to his opponent. Then it's fine. Let's see, webcam now only 29 strength. We do have a full strength immortal about to go in. It does have a promotion. It does look like also Maya's hulches are coming around there. Oh, he moved his horse away. Doesn't have enough promotions points, and he died. Never mind, he didn't have movement anyway. We do need to see if there's gonna be enough strength from two of these horses with two warriors to attack back into the city center and take it away. There are 3 immortals going in the north, and I do see Chichen Itza doesn't actually have a lot of tiles to work, good tiles to work. Yes, he could have bought the 2 twos in the north, but that would have meant actually gold spent, and I don't think he has enough gold spent. Now, Maya is moving one of his horses to Tikal, trying to survive as much as possible. I gotta point out the swordsmen of Byzantium. Yes, they don't benefit from a general yet, but they do have that +5 crusade believe activated since they did step into the borders of Maya, and as you can see over there, the +5 is just so strong even against the Mayan protected city with a horse. Maya getting pushed hard for the 4 settle indeed. Also 2W, he got both warrior early. Why not settle the lake near the 3-2? I know, right? I was expecting this, and I think it would have been quite safe for him to go like coal tile 2-1 2-1 and then 3-2 banana, then on the 1-2 tile over here. I have no idea why he chose to go north. It is what it is. Okay, so webcam now did get taken over last second over here, and it doesn't look like Baptiste is going to try to take back his capital. Well, we do have him moving out, and probably we'll get a few pillages there. And does look like Baptiste is going to try to get another horse, but this actually generates a bit of a problem for him with the loyalty, especially for the city of Tikal. That city is just going to flip in 7 turns. They don't even need to attack it, it's just going to flip. -10 from the population around it. Of course, webcam now is full loyalty to Persia. He's actually relatively close to his cities, and Chichen Itza is the new capital of Maya. I guess it was a roll of the dice which one would have been the new capital or not. We do have also Byzantium getting an Inca training project over here. We do have him 1 point away. I don't know why he wants another general. We do have him 1 point away from getting a general, and he does have a decent amount of land to settle into the southeast and to the east side. He never actually scouted the dice tile to the south. Oh, come on, man. He never scouted the wonder. Oh, that is so unfortunate for him. He would have had such a good settle over here on the marsh tile. And that's so much faith. So check this out, guys. He's making 14 faith a turn. Just from these 2 tiles, he would have made another 10. Wow. Well, he's not gonna get there anytime soon. Anyway, now we do have also France plugging the choke to the west side, getting Wallstone as a specializing building of choice in his Gavron Plaza. I do see that Thedeclick is using this passive time to get settlers going on the west, while he is gonna get one on Giant Causeway to the north over here. I gotta point out, this is not one of those territories that you actually get to improve properly. There's not a lot of production around the Wonder, and unless you actually prepare yourself with a builder, which I think he's gonna try to get. It's gonna be a problem. We do have Tikal also getting attacked here by the swordsman, by these archers. He's trying to get a bit more experience point, and that's fine. The Persian immortals are starting to actually move from the northwest on that city as well, taking out the Hulches and the remaining horses between him and the last city of Maya, between the mountains, Tikal. Oh, even the capital city is rebelling. Uh-oh. We got Chichen Itza over here actually rebelling in 13 turns. Man, he doesn't even need to do anything. Just get experience for those units and he's gonna actually flip the empire of Maya. This feels like Eleanor all over again, guys. We do have Trungtra coming up with a general that needs to actually be teleported here in Cherson if he actually wants to get an extra +5 on his swordsman, which I think he will. In the meantime, he's just getting more settlers, 1, 2, 3 coming up from Constantinople, and he is going to try to develop his empire so he can go against France. France did actually get another settler, which he is going to move on the southern coast with shipbuilding, and we do see him on 15 science and 25 culture. Let's see, it looks like the attack of Teotihuacan did falter here. Nami was forced to retreat his horses, and now we do see Byzantium winning the fight. It looks like also in the northwest, Byzantium is managing to stabilize the coastal problems here. He does have a Pembrasian voice gold range with only 12 science and 13 culture. Longer the game goes on, and this science difference doesn't actually get smaller, we're gonna have a problem because Thedeclick is just gonna get improved into caravels, which is gonna be a problem for the city of Texcoco. He doesn't have another city close to the coast though, as in on the coast. I would say Texcoco is the only one there. Why did Aztec even settle coastal? I think it was for the trade routes to France. So when he settled Texcoco, they never saw where England is. They found out about England like 3 turns after or 2 turns after, and well, as you can see, this happened. Would they have a goal to improve a caravel? That's a good question. That is a very good question. Well, I gotta point out Cyrus is gonna start making more gold. We should need to see if Inca is gonna start making more gold. And even if, yes, they're probably gonna lose Lady 6 guy over here, I don't think actually Phoenicia is gonna need a military alliance. And they can go through the mid to late part of the game. We do need to see if Spylke over here is going to manage to keep Inca contained, and of course if Aztec is going to manage to push Inca, and how he will do with the English caravels. On the other side, we do have a lot of gold. Spylke is making 33 gold, Taldan is 27, and Catherine de Medici is going to be hard to push also. Well, I guess I say hard to push, but then I see the city of Nantes did actually get converted also. Well, that's a big boo-boo. That is very big boo-boo. Big red boo-boo over there in the city of Nantes. MS Doll, good evening, sir. Cannot be. Hello, sir. Inhar, also, hello. Can you look at the annuals? Good evening, sir. Yes, we can. We do have the 30-point ones with Hanno the Navigator coming up next. Phoenicia is on 4 great annual points at 10. We got England on 5. We got Aztec on 1. It looks like France is on 2. And I guess we're going to need to go through the next golden age. It's CFR. What is that? Or the C name? Huh? Oh, they should have seen loyalty. It's a land, yeah, they will easily have gold after Persia seems after killing Maya. I mean, that's a very good question. How fast can actually Persia get going? And oh my god, they took him out at the same turn over here, and they're not giving up, guys. Maya is dead, and we do have Chichen Itza, Tikal, and Wap Canal be split between Byzantium and Persia, while Persia still has a strong army presence over here in the north. It's very hard for him to actually go towards France. We do see him starting to put down his commercials. It will take some time to recover from this. He's going for a sister hold from Passagar. They has 2 coastal cities, and we do need to see if Phoenicia is going to manage to overwhelm that coast and take him out a little bit later in the game, or at least the capital city with the city of Sparta. And our sister hold over here on the cities of Persia does mean he is going to get more cities, quite a few more in the south and on the east side. And we do need to see if he's also going to use his army to take out Fez or keep it. It looks like Inca is the one keeping Fez over there. That is one of his allies, so he might actually be incentivized to keep it. Now, there is another problem here on the horizon. Inca does have 37 science with 28 culture. Doesn't have the gold though, and he is next to Aztec. Aztec is trying to get an encampment done. I do see Tenochtitlan going for Wall's throne, while he does have a builder with another one coming up soon from Teotihuacan to get the chops going. So I guess they're trying. They're trying, man. They're trying to go through this. Yeah, one training projects coming up here from Wanuku. Okay. We do have Spylke coming up with multiple traders for that economic advantage. The Thedeclick is starting to actually make 32 science with 20 gold at 1056 production compared to 41 from Byzantium. He did manage to get those 5 cities going, and he's starting to recruit a few more of these admirals. He does have Themistocles and Gaius Durius, with the next one actually Hano the Navigator. Okay, now we do have more builders, so he can improve his land a little bit faster. His government plaza got placed between 2 of these campuses, and as you can see, there are plus for both of them being next to reefs as well as the city center. Not bad actually. He got the adjacency going, making the most out of his available land. I would have expected another city over here to the north. I think he's gonna get it. It's just a matter of time until he's gonna want to put one there. He did want the extra culture coming up from Sheffield. He did also want the extra amenity from underneath the city of Sheffield. That is a fertile there, and well, he is gonna need to get a builder so he can improve these rainforest, the stone tiles and so on, so he gets a bit more production into that city center. That city is barely even getting population growing. There is a bit of a mismatch between the science levels, and I'm pretty sure Aztec at some point in the game might actually lose Texcoco, while looking at Inca over here getting his encampment training project going and trying to get another settler. It does seem like at the moment he's not actually fully preparing to attack Aztec. I would have expected him to try to get something like knights over here to attack into Aztec. Knights with crossbows should definitely do the damage against the Aztec army. On the west side, now we do have Byzantium actually getting quite a few more cities going for Wall's throne. Not Ancestral Hall or Audience Chamber, so he's still preparing for war here. A bit of a surprise, he didn't actually choose to get the city to the east side, Constantinople. He did actually send it very far away. Nicaea is over here, gonna be that. And we do need to see how he's gonna try to get that with Temenanki and benefit from the extra production and extra science that he's gonna get from their wonder. Byzantium is also retreating his army back, and I do see France is trying to get horses in the choke points here. He does need to be careful because the city did grow into the 2-2 tile, so if he sets up defense on the gypsum tile and on the 1-2 hill, he is gonna have to deal with that powerful unit with an extra +5 from the Crusade belief when he steps into Nantes. Now, well, we're going to need to see if Taldan here is going to get to use his extra science and extra culture to actually get a higher strength unit. Basil II, I'm pretty sure, is going to be having a hard time to push through this, even with the Crusade ability and even with his general. It's just a matter of positioning. It's a matter of getting those units to defend the city of France. Also, MS Doll, Aztec and France have to go military alliance now. I think so. RIP naval traders. Yeah. I guess naval traders. Well, it was an idea, but it never actually went forward anywhere. Inca Expo in 2 already. Yeah, he's getting it. The biggest issue here is the gold generation. Of course, as you can see, Inca is on 0 gold. We got Tirem on 0 gold. We got the Thedeclick on 19. Portouss is barely 4 gold. It will take some time for him to actually recover from this. Yes, he did put down a commercial. That's only a +1. Doesn't have rivers to get more adjacency towards his commercials. And if he is trying to go for harbors, he's gonna have a few good ones. Biggest issue here is, of course, the time spent to actually get those discovered and then built. Now we do need to see if he's gonna choose to get those markets up quickly enough or not. I do see he's taking a bit of time to actually get the markets going. From Ahmatana, he wants another builder, while well, he does have a few resources that he could improve to get some gold. Not a lot of gold though. The silk tile, for example, the honey tile, he does have bananas over here, getting another commercial from Webcam now. He did get the fur though from the city of Webcam now, not bad. And he is actually moving his army towards the city of Fez, where there are more points being put over there by Inca, so he keeps it alive. We do need to see them fighting for the city, for the supremacy of the city of Fez. It does look like Nami. Oh wait, how did he unplug his? Was this a mistake over here? He did on Sue's Fez and then plugged in money again, or he never Sues it? I guess he never Sues it or something. Title probably dies from leftover militaries alone. We'll see. We'll see. Dido over here, I guess it does have a decent amount of potential. Now, the biggest issue is how he is going to try to use that potential to get higher. We do have him with the most production in the game, with 75 production at the moment, 94 food. He does have more settlers coming about, and he's starting to get his campuses down. I wouldn't actually take it as an option over here for him to do something very nice later on in the game. Now with Byzantium trying to sim, it might be a bit of a problem to get everything going there. Byzantium is not really well known for his sim abilities, but yes, you can sim with any nation, so I wouldn't how to say underestimate him. We do have also France needing to really get this warrior back. By the way, he really needs to get back into the forest. I know what he's trying to do, but it's not a good idea to actually give points to these Byzantium archers. They're getting experience points on their side, and it doesn't look good. We do have France needing to upgrade the swordsman over here. He doesn't have available item from his own land. He's going to need to rely on his allies, and he did manage to get 40 signs. That's actually quite good from Taldan. He is getting another city on the east side, Rouen. Well, I do see he's actually going to have a good harbor with some rainforest that did actually burn to a crisp over here. Is that forest? Oh, that's actually woods. That's better. That's gonna be so much more over here. Very nice actually from the woods. Those are gonna be very good tiles. He does have another city to the south of Nantes that he could go and settle with the settler coming up from Paris. While I do see the English galley did manage to make it over here. England is trying to figure out exactly how the galleys of France are deployed, where the cities are, and see his options. From Amboise, we do have a +2 campus, and I do see he does have in Paris governor manors established. Well, that's good for his internal trade routes. He does have 2 of them. He's working on harbor shipping projects, so maybe he is actually trying to help out Aztec survive over here, while is gonna keep away from fighting Byzantium on the west side. We do have also Spylke needing to get a lot more science than he is right now. He did manage to get a +3 campus here with another +1 here. I do see Biblos is starting to work on commercials, and he does have multiple settlers in production. He just finished one in Biruta, while Uganit is gonna get the 4th one there, one in Fortress. I do see he can go there. We go on the geothermal fissure to place another +4 campus. I do have to point out, if he does that, he's gonna have a problem with the Kothon. So maybe the Kothon should be first, get the lighthouse, and then the campus, you know, with some chops anyway. I do have him putting a city in the west towards Inca, and I do see Nami finally actually not only did get Hannibal Barca, but it did also get a settler from Cusco. We do need to see if he's going to choose to move this one to the south to try to get more cities out, to try to get bigger. He does have 41 science with 33 culture, so not only he's over the science of his next door neighbors, but he is chugging ahead with a lot of culture. The biggest issue here on Fantomas is the gold generation. We still don't have Portouss starting to get that gold generation. Looks like he did choose to go for a commercial, a +2 next to Pasacarde, while he's even chopping down his bananas for something there. I think that was for food, so he gets to the 7th population level. Since he did choose to go for Ancestral Hall, he doesn't have extra housing over there in Pasacarde, and he was probably housing capped. We do need to see also Pingala establishing. I see more settlers. I see he is starting to knock on the doorstep of Fez over here, while he does have a few immortals going in the southeast. They probably don't know exactly how the land looks like towards Taldan. Oh, nah, they don't know exactly how the land looks like here. They want to see if there's going to be any kind of... no, wait, let me see. Yeah, okay, they know. No, this is my bad. They know. They now know, I guess. Because, yeah, they might have not known there was no option to go through the mountains here. But the real prediction is who dies first, Aztec or France? That is, I guess, a prediction, yeah. Oh, we got horses from Byzantium. Nantes is in trouble. Taldan needs to get real over here, and he did underestimate Byzantium's resolve to push through that defense. And now with 2 horses coming in, you can see how much damage they're doing against the French units, even if they are fortified and everything. And that's a bit of a problem over here. Nantes never actually put up that defense I was talking about on the gypsum and on the horse tile. He would have needed archers on this hill and on this hill, so he can actually shoot onto that one tile and keep as much as possible. Only 1 unit available for Byzantium. That's it. Only 1 unit available. He would have been fine. It's very important how you can use the these choke points to try to try to put up a defense against your opponent. Now, the biggest issue here is not that these horses actually went into his territory. It's more like he cannot attack into these horses because he doesn't have the strength. Now, with the Crusade, with the Taxi Strait, with the general bonus, Byzantium units are very strong. 49 on the defense. If we're talking about this one here in the Rainforest, that's 55 damage. And of course, that's why you actually need to get a lot of strength against one single unit to try to push it away from your territory. MD Chops, hello there, sir. This is a remap lost. Can you look on how much gold they have in the bank? Yes, sir, I can. They have, okay, quite a bit of decent bank over here on the normal age boys, 74, 96, and 229. While on the other side, we do have 113 with 6, with 37, and 54. I don't think any of them actually managed to pillage tiles that would have given gold. So yeah, well, we're starting to get closer to the medieval era. Of course, we do need to see how Nantes is going to be breached over here. We do have Nantes getting a horse, another warrior, and he does need to. There we go. No, attack it. Oh, this is too late. This is too late. Byzantium horse got a promotion, and this is, yeah. You know what this is, guys. Let me actually put up the soundboard. Where is it? In Discord, right? I believe. Let me see. Soundboard. This is what happened to the horse over there. Exactly, this is what happened with the horse. Oh man, oh man. Oh well, let me actually mute myself so I don't get pinged here. And let's see what do we have. Persia moving towards Fez, or moving actually towards the east side here. We do see France actually deploying a few boats to the north, so Persia doesn't actually get to embark and disembark his units. We do need to see if England is going to manage to get to his cartography. He's 1 turn away from cartography, and I gotta point out he still has Gaius Julius. Yeah, Master of the Moon, indeed. Sam Trumpet it is. They can kill Nantes by galley and chase the settler. Yeah, they can. We do have Colossus coming up from Leeds in 5 turns, and I do see the Thedeclick is starting to get his harbor shipping projects out. He only has enough. Wait, does he? Yeah, they only have enough gold for 1 single galley here to improve into a caravel, and it's gonna take some time for him to actually get to mercenaries. The thing is, if he improves this emblem galley, or this one, right, gets it to a caravel and then uses Gaius Julius to get that to a core, there's like no unit from Aztec that could withstand that power. And he can of course use these other galleys to help him out, do some murder. Now we can see more traders coming up from him. We do see him on 21 gold, so sooner at some point in the game he's gonna get another caravel and so on and so forth. And now with Colossus he's gonna get an extra trade out capacity, and we do need to see what's gonna happen here on Byzantium. I gotta point out also Byzantium's horses are actually quite a problem for the city centers as well, especially with the walls. And that's one ability over here on the Byzantium units. If you do have what is it, Basil II, heavy and light cav units do full damage against cities following the same religion as Byzantium, so walls don't actually matter. France is not going to get to build them properly, so he can defend his cities properly. We do have an archer starting to come out through the forest there. Looks like a true truck also appeared on the scene, while we do need to see if Byzantium is going to get some pillages for his teammates. I gotta say, if he's going to find out about the mines, for example, this one over here, he should really go for it. I gotta say, the mine, the trader, both are actually extremely valuable for him to get because of the gold necessary for Victoria. We do have, let's see, Victoria, still no caravel, still no caravel. I really hope he's actually going to do what I was thinking, but you do see, no. Oh. Einar, yeah, one. That's it, one. They just got the gold, and I think the gold is on France. That's where the gold is. That's where the gold is, boys. He needs to get into the coffers, into the mines of France, and rip that gold from his territory. Take it out. Rip it. Well, we do have France getting out of there as soon as possible. He's getting a bit more gold from his improved instance tiles on Ruin. All of these 2-3 tiles are going to give Ruin a decent amount of production there. He doesn't really have the gold to work them. And we do see France's horse is actually standing tall over there. Byzantium is going to need to take it out quickly. And I do see the horse, for example, this one does have a promotion. He did get it. Oh, that's unfortunate, actually. That is a bit unfortunate. I was thinking maybe he's going to swap it with this horse and then, you know, take out the other horse. Wait, are you just going to give a free mine to your opponent? I mean, guys, free gold is free gold. You know? Like, who is going to refuse free gold if you have free gold in your sites? Makes sense. He has the mine. Yeah, that mine. He has 2 mines. Yeah, 2 mines. 2 mines. He's fine. And let's see the caravel push over here. He did get it into a caravel fleet, and of course, yeah, he is going to get it to the envelope promotion at some point. Now, I guess this has some merit. This strategy has some merit because he's going to have more stronger galleys with the emblem +7. We do see a quadrim over here available for him to use. This quadrim only has one single range. That is a bit of a problem, and of course one of the weaknesses of the quadrims, not really used at the beginning of the game. The dromos are actually the ones preferred. We're not going to see them this game. We do have also Inca with the technology to get crossbows, but he just doesn't have enough gold to upgrade. They put everything they could on England, and now I do see him trying to get commercials out. I also see Phoenicia is trying to stop any kind of Incan expansion to the south. There is a Phoenician horse here in the south that I do see he has a promotion on him, enough experience to get a promotion, while yes, he doesn't actually have a lot of strength. Whoa, what's this? Nami settling right in the face of, man, no fear. I gotta say, no fear. Yeah, Nami over here is just totally disrespecting Phoenicia on the eastern side. Well, we'll see how England is going to manage to breach through the defenses of Aztec. It does look like slowly but surely he's taking down these Aztec galleys. Only 3 of them available, and yes, Texcoco is going to get a builder. Maybe he is going to try to get the chops in the walls there. We do have the Thedeclick actually with yeah, these caravels. One caravel coming around there. We do need to see if there we go. Byzantium got the hoofs on the mine, and he is gonna walk into that mine and rip all of the gold from the walls. Come on, man, you gotta do it, Tirem. You gotta do it. You paid it 72 gold, give it to ally. Paid it 70 gold, give it to ally. That's the mechanic right there. He's also starting to attack the city of Nantes, which will take quite a few hits to take down. I do see harbor shipping projects are coming out from Taldan. While he's getting a few more galleys out, he's also getting a few swordsmen. And oh my god, look at this military. All of those immortals coming up to the north of Amboise being stopped by the mountains. Nature is actually trying to help out France stay alive in the game. Also, let's see, time to GG. Ox Daniel calling it out. Raja also, good evening, sir. Canvas will be the nail in the coffin. Yeah. Ding ding. Yeah, we'll see if that goes. Well, I do notice the walls are coming up in Texcoco, and yeah, he's gonna get the builder to chop them. It's fine, but again, these caravels are actually quite strong. Even against walls, they're gonna just chip away that strength, and that's it. And I do see the Quadrim is also going to be available for some extra damage there. We do need to see if Inca is gonna manage to push through. Yes, it's getting quite attacks from Cusco. I'm pretty sure they are trying to get the era score points rather than anything else here. Portouss 5660, we got Nami 5255. I mean, he's there, he's fine. I mean, he has enough points, he doesn't need the one attack. We do have Nami 5255, right? Tirem 5157. Okay, getting more of these campuses. Some of them actually splendid. I do see Antioch with a +3, and I do see another +3 over here, so he should get the splendid points there. And finally, he pillaged the mine. I do also want to point out the gold generation started to be quite a bit better. Portouss on 15, Nami on 7, Tirem on 25, and then Thedeclick on 17. France did manage to get men at arms, which is going to make it much harder for Byzantium to actually push in. But again, the problem is neither France can push out. Looking at the damage of these men at arms, they do deal a decent amount of damage to the horse. But still, does he actually want to leave the city exposed? I don't think so. We do have two now caravels pushing in from England. You do see the caravels don't actually take a lot of damage attacking into the walls there. He's gonna finish with the galley soon, and he's gonna get another one over here in the city of Leeds, and next time he's also gonna finish Colossus. The Thedeclick is gonna need 5 more points to actually get his golden age, while of course Colossus is gonna give him at least 3. That's pretty good. That's pretty good all in all. He's getting his squadrons going more signs from Pingala. New Royal Navy dockyards getting finished, and he is gonna put the pressure on Aztec on the seas to take him out. And now we do need to see how this is evolving here. With Phoenicia managing to get the promotion on the horse, he did manage to keep some like this settler in check, while Machu over here did get the benefits of Hannibal Barca's defense. We do have Nami trying to put the pressure on that city center with a few horses. Yeah, Phoenicia does have a decent amount of jobs throughout his territory. He's getting also industrial zones. He's trying to build mausoleum at Halicarnassus. He does need 10 more points to get to the next golden age, and that is actually where the problem lies. We do have Taldan here, 37 out of 39. Bewewen is 39 out of 43, and they just don't have enough of that strength going. I do see a big fleet coming up here. Maybe we're gonna need to see Taldan get to his own cartography to get these cities to a higher plane of existence. We'll see. Okay, a new man at arms being upgraded. The gold generation is okay on them. Taldan is 29, Spylke is 40, Bewewen is also his 17. But now Texcoco is going to get attacked. They will get harbor pillage in that city center, giving England a bit more gold. And I'm actually quite surprised we don't see England just chipping away at these walls, keeping their promotions and so on for the caravels. Oh well, it is what it is. Maybe he just doesn't want to get all of the experience on the caravels. Man, keep them down. Does someone got Niter? That's a good question actually. Does anybody have Niter? No. Nobody from the game has Niter. So if, yes, England is going to try to get his square rigging, he's not going to get Niter to actually improve it. We do have now England getting caravels on the west side. It looks like he might actually try to attack into the French galleys to do some damage, and even into the French coast. And yeah, we do have Taldan moving away towards Masonry, trying to get the walls up in Nantes. But again, man, Byzantium units are gonna do full damage against the walls anyway. It's just a matter of time. Taldan is also 4 turns away from getting mercenaries, and I do see and we do have Divine Right coming up from Spylke. Nami is going for feudalism. We got Portouss on feudalism as well. Inca in 2 turns discovers Niter. Yeah, I guess Portouss is going for Niter as well. It's just gonna take a little time to get there. And that is going to be a serious advantage for England to benefit from those frigates against the French nation here. Is France ever going to get to cartography? That's, I think, another good question here. Who didn't get the military alliance? Let's actually see. Does France have it? Yes, France has it. Wait, not that one. Let me see. Here. No, Aztec. Aztec. Oh no, Aztec didn't get it. Oh, that's the problem. That is the problem right here. They gave the military alliance to Phoenicia, and Phoenicia is just not gonna do anything here. As in, yeah, he can try to pressure the Inca, but I guess Aztec would have been in a much better spot if he would have had a +5. Hey, Elephant Guy, thank you so much for the raid. Hello there, sir, and welcome. How was your game tonight? Thank you. Big shout out. Also, let's see. By the way, we are watching a game from the CivFR Squadrons. This is a playoff game. This is the second game of a best of 3 series. Normal Age going against Fantomas. Normal Age did manage to win the first game, and now they're playing the second. Fantomas looks like managed to take out a player. Maya got a little bit too close for comfort to the Persian cities and lost his cities over here. He was being pushed between Byzantium and Persia. It looks like on the continents and islands map, we're going to see a bit of coastal action as well, with England going against Aztec. We do have Catherine de Medici trying to build up a defense against Byzantium, while Byzantium did get his crusade ability against his cities. Oh, very nice, very fine. Finally got to play Unified on Highlands. Woo! Unified on Highlands, very nice. Oh my god, just spam those encampments everywhere, cause why not? You gotta do what you gotta do. One second. Okay. Well, let's see if Persia is actually going to get to use this army to do some damage against France. Doesn't look like it. While Persia does need to get shipbuilding to actually move into the water at the moment, he does not have that ability. Taldan did disconnect. I don't know why. Taldan, come back to us. It is actually France over here. Crash. Okay, he's... Oh, okay. Wait. Crash as in the total PC crash? Or... that's going to take a while. Oh, Texcoco is going down. Well, I guess we're gonna need 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes of pause. It is what it is. Let's put it for 5 minutes. Actually, no, 3 minutes. I'm gonna put it up on the screen here. Let's go. There we go. Be right back. Well, it says starting, but the player is still not in. So sorry, guys. Also, Goober Dragon, hello, sir. All right, since I joined the Elephant Raid, what are we looking in terms of weak condition for both teams? It looks like domination is on one side. Fantomas is, yeah. Well, you say Diplo, but I think it's more domination than Diplo. Like looking at their available options, it looks like they're gonna get that going relatively quickly here. And it is gonna be England going against Aztec. Well, as you can see, we do have. Give me a second so I can take out the counter timer. There we go. We do have him already pushing towards Texcoco, taking away a city from his opponent here. The Thedeclick can actually follow up on attack on France, helping out Persia and Byzantium do the final nail in the coffin here. Even though I gotta say Byzantium will probably handle this by himself anyway, at least on the coastal cities that he has with land available routes. We do need to see if Byzantium is going to go to follow up with Tagmas, which I'm pretty sure he's just going to get some hippodromes and get freely. He's going to need the amenities anyway. A bit of a problem with his population, though. He doesn't have a lot of population for everything. Anyway, now looking at here, we do see Inca is actually standing tall between all of his opponents, has a lot of science, has a decent culture amount, is being forced by Phoenicia to be on his west side here. But I gotta say, there is an open way for England to actually go against Phoenicia at the later stage of the game, and Phoenicia actually never built a navy. Now this might change quite quickly. We're going to need to see if the military alliance is going to be an option for them. I'm actually also looking forward to see how they're going to try to use that available gold they're starting to make, because Inca can 100% put a stronger army here and try to go against Aztec and take his cities away. If he does manage to take out Aztec, he will manage to get another 3 cities, and that will put him ahead, well, at least with a good amount against Phoenicia. He does have 4 cities with another settler here, while Phoenicia is on, let's see, let's count them, 2, 4, 6, 8 cities. Oh, yeah, so 4 cities, 5, 6 cities, 7, 8, 9 cities. He's going to have 9 cities. And does normally have a win condition? They seem to be losing on every front. No, I mean, at this point, they probably thought they might actually get something on the coast over here, but unfortunately, since Byzantium did manage to push at the correct time and did manage to go inside of the borders of France, this actually puts them at a serious disadvantage, not actually giving them an option to come back easily. Now, Nantes is trying to get ancient walls. We do have men-at-arms inside of that city center trying to defend this. The horse is actually way more strong on the defense than the men-at-arms, and by the looks of it, it is going to be very hard for France to actually get a navy out. I think this was what he wanted to do, especially by the pre-builds in the north, and was getting a lot of galleys out. He was trying to get as much as possible the defense against Byzantium, and then trying to develop a navy to counteract the English presence, but that's not going to happen. Thedeclick is going to get more gold. It doesn't look like he's following this navy out with frigates, and of course that will actually put a lot of advantage between him and France. Dido is their only chance. Yes, Dido is their only chance. Now, we do have him getting Mausoleum at Halicarnassus. He does have 45 science, 51 actually science, and 60 culture, and 58 gold per 10. 127 production. He has more production than all of the players in the game. The biggest problem is he doesn't have more production than all of the players combined in the game. And since they are 1 player short, yes, Diplo victory can actually be a thing here. It's quite dangerous, quite dangerous. We do have France actually settling a few coastal cities, and oh my god, that city got taken away. Wow. Okay, well, that city died fast. We didn't even get to sniff it out, man. Now Paris is going to be on the receiving end of these units, and yes, Byzantium does have this level 2 archer which can attack. Paris did get converted to Catholicism as well. I would say actually still Tagmas are going to be the unit that will probably deal the final nail in the coffin in these cities of France. Now, while we do, or maybe the caravels of England. England did manage to take out Texcoco. Didn't want to actually give a chance for Aztec to recover it, and since he was so close to the Aztec capital, he said, nope, I'm just gonna raise this city, take away your option from being on my coast. We do have Tenochtitlan starting to put swordsman into production from quite a few cities. I do think he's actually going for his own, let me see, yeah, military tactics. He wants to get the men-at-arms over here, while they do benefit from a decent amount of gold. France does have cartography in 4 turns, mercenaries in 3, so he will get caravels out. Still, caravels, well, I find it hard to believe caravels are going to be enough to defend against those units there. I guess maybe it's just me. I doubt, but it's going to be good enough to 4 versus 1. Well, I guess we're going to need to see if the game actually goes for 4 versus 1. I do also want to point out, of course, if Normalish did win the first game, they probably are thinking, no, we should have had this game in the bag. And I gotta say, it was kind of a casino style pick to go for Maya on this map, but I guess, you know, it could have worked out. They did see the aggressive picks of their opponents, especially with Basil II and Cyrus being picked here. They did try to balance that with Catherine de Medici and Aztec. Aztec just didn't actually get the best position he could have had. I'm thinking maybe it was a totally different game if we would have had them play on the second map or the first map. Yes, we would have had some attacks between like Catherine de Medici and England, but it was kind of close. In the first one, we would have had again Maya between multiple opponents, but he would have had like +6 observatories, which would have helped him keep on going, and he didn't need to actually chop anything to actually put them down. This was quite a problem over here for him to get everything going. Also Lu Kang, hello there sir. Cledland, good evening, good evening. Why didn't they remap? They did actually 2 times. They did remap this 2 times. The Maya spawn just got worse and worse. First map +6 observatories in multiple cities. Second map, a few +4s here and there. Third map, only a +2. That's it. Kick W, bro. Give me a second. Okay. Aztec has 3 improved tiles. Yeah. Well, I guess 1, 2. What's the third one? 3. That's it? Oh my god, you're right. He actually never got to improve a lot of tiles here. He did discover metal casting, and now you can see military training. There we go. And now he did get his metal arms upgrades. Now he's just gonna hard build them, not gonna upgrade from these ones. So maybe he's gonna try to push Inca here, since Inca is still interested in pushing his opponent, trying to get more position, trying to get more cities out rather than doing anything else. He's even trying to put pressure on Phoenicia to keep him focusing on getting a land army instead of going for anything on the coast. We do have actually Inca needing to face these Phoenician upcoming knights. We do have Spylke getting mercenaries in 2 turns. We do have Taldan actually getting cartography in 2, and I think he did finish mercenaries. It's more of a problem actually getting gold right now than anything else. So we do have Bewewen actually with 700 gold points on his side. Taldan with these many times is managing to keep up a decent amount of defenses even against these archers, and again I think Tagmas are going to be the answer here. We do have 1 Tagma available in TCal, which he did manage to get a hippodrome going. It is a matter of time until that one gets onto the front line. We also have France actually saturating the coast with a lot of galleys here that he's going to need to improve into caravels soon, because these English caravels are coming against him, and he does have 2 turns there, while the English caravels, by the looks of it, do benefit from 7 movement. They're going to get quite close to the French galleys, and well, it is going to be a problem. There's one here doing quite a bit of damage against the French galleys, and he's going to follow up on the cities, while he can actually get pillages on these fish tiles, so he can recover some health, decent amount of health. Okay, for the ministry coming up in the city of Tyre, we do have Inu coming up with a horseman. It looks like Inca is still pushing through Byblos. Byblos is going to get pillaged here, and I do see we do have at the moment no advantage yet for Nami in the science screen. It does also have -2 gold per turn. He's getting pushed by his opponent on the west side. A lot of terrace farms are available for Aztec to pillage, and of course Wanuku is trying to get more swordsmen out. He didn't get enough gold to upgrade his archers, and that actually might come back to haunt him. We do have crossbows, there we go, upgraded here in Wanuku, one of them, and while there is not enough strength on the units of his opponent. Well, Taldan, my bad, what happened there? I don't know what happened here. Maybe he attacked while he had something there, I don't know, like let's say stack or something. Honestly, I don't think they care at this point. They're just overwhelming their opponents bit by bit. We do have England also soon with available frigate technology, so he can upgrade all of these boats. He is going to acquire the niter from his allies here. Nami is on 15, we got Portouss on 2, and they're making per turn quite a bit of it. Let's actually take a look if there's any niter here. No, I guess Nami is his niter is 3 tiles out from Cusco. He's not going to get it from there. We do have also Inca needing to upgrade a few more tiles, and at the same time try to push back the Aztec armies moving towards his cities. Aztec is not going to give up on this offense, and we do have to see if Nami is going to manage to stop this army from ever finishing up one of his cities. It looks like there's not that much of military on the west side. He did try to push Phoenicia on the east, while Phoenicia is also going to get a decent amount of units. Some of these heavy chariots actually remained next to Utica. Most of them actually went towards Byblos and the Sidon. While there are walls going up there, unfortunately, I would really hope he's actually going to switch from both cities to get walls up. I don't think that's that big of an idea over here. I think higher strength units would have been a bit better. Now we do have England also putting down his theater square next to Leeds. That's only going to be a +1, and by the looks of it, he did manage to get a few more of these campuses in the north. He did get his Diplo quarter as well. That's actually going to be quite important. Time is ticking for the Diplo victory. I'm pretty sure in the World Congress we're going to see them try to get the votes going into that Diplo option. By the looks of it, also in the era score, we do have a problem here. Taldan is going to go normal age, not even dark age. Bewewen also normal age, not dark age, and Spylke is the only one getting a golden age from normal age team. While on the left side on Fantomas, we do have, I think, everybody reaching the threshold. Yeah, we do have everybody reaching the threshold. Now it is up to England to manage to deal the damage against the French caravels. It does look like he does have a bit more advantage here, but not a lot against these. Actually, he doesn't have a lot of advantage. He's 70 out of 77. These French caravels are actually quite tough to beat, and he did manage to get quite a few of them upgraded and promoted. That's pretty good. He did get the mercenaries with them, and now his city centers are going to be a bit higher in strength, in the garrison defense strength, and of course we do have a decent amount of pre-builds available for him to upgrade from. This actually might push back England, giving them a chance to reposition and giving a bit more time for Dido to get bigger. Now we do see that Spylke is still on 56 and 68. He might actually switch towards a free inquiry golden age next era, and we're going to see if and how he's going to try to use that. He does have multiple libraries coming in. Looking at the great scientists here, somebody did pick up Hypatia and we didn't see it. Let's actually check it out. It is England that managed to pick up Hypatia, giving himself a bit more advantage when it comes to that science. The first knight has been upgraded in Byblos, and we might actually see Machu getting attacked here. Yes, he does have two of these knights there, a possible third one coming in. While he does have multiple horses available for his army as well. We do have actually Inca trying to get in there with another settler, which I think he's actually going to want to go in the north, but I guess it is a problem. Aztec is pushing him in the city of Wanuku, and yes, we don't actually have Aztec with ranged siege units, but he's trying to build one, and he does have a serious amount of men at arms going towards that city of Wanuku, and this men at arms should actually pillage, terrace farm, pillage. Wanuku does have a crossbow defending that city center, getting some war attacks for the defense. Okay, I mean these guys are nasty, by the way. If you guys don't know the Wanakaks, they are very nasty units. Woo, they're strong, bro. Okay, so looking at the yields tab here, Nami does have 67 production, while Bewewen is only on 49, but next to him Spylke is on 150. And you do see the Aztec units are repositioning, so they can hit Wanuku a bit harder. They are gonna try to get the positioning here. And it's very important for Inca to deny as many of these tiles as possible. He did manage to get Wanuku with the men-at-arms in it, and Nami is going to increase that city defense strength to a level that maybe even these men-at-arms of his opponent are not going to get to push through. Finally, we do have Aztec with a general, giving the bonuses to these men-at-arms a bit stronger here. An extra +5 and extra movement is going to be available. Stack galley in Amboise, he unstacked. Okay, I see. Amboise. Oh, here. Okay. And it does look like he did push out the galleys of England. Probably did take out 1 or 2 of them, while the caravels of France are starting to do quite a bit of damage. He doesn't have an admiral, or does he? Actually, let me see. Did France manage to get an admiral? I know he did a lot of projects. I don't know if he actually got an admiral, but I don't see one. I don't see one recruited. Oh, Zhenghe. He did get Zhenghe. Where is Zhenghe? Zhenghe, actually. It's here. Okay, so he's equaling out the damage of these English boats, and I do see he's actually doing quite a bit of damage against them. He does. I don't think he did manage to get to courses, but maybe that's something that we need to watch in the English cities. Does he even have vision on any of the English cities? Yes, he does know about Leeds. Okay, it's fine. He can put a spy there. I think actually the English Navy might be doomed here. Like looking at the French units and how much damage they're doing and how many they are, next turn we might actually, if England doesn't actually retreat from here, he might actually lose most of his boats. We do have Amboise and Paris following up with pre-builds into Quadrims. He's gonna get those options to get going here. And I guess a vote. Okay, we got a vote going on. Reserves, nobody uses them, and I would say silk, tobacco, truffles. I think tobacco. Let's go tobacco, and then me. Okay, there's an AI as a spectator, so you know. Immortals shouldn't start swimming. Should start swimming. Okay, where? Oh, I think they did go into the water, and then they went back when they saw the French caravels. They were like, nope, I'm not going in there, man. Do you see those caravels? They are very big, man. Yeah. What's CS control look like? Let's see. We got Taldan on Mogadishu. Looks like Nami on well, actually, it's see Taldan, not there. Spylke with Taldan. They only have 2 city states on one side on normal age, while Nami, the Thedeclick, Tirem, 3 on the other side. Okay, they didn't actually discover that many of these. Looking at also what's going on over here. Looks like England did get to retreat his boats, and he does have a few promotions for some of them. He also did manage to get this one to the south of Taruga, while Taldan is trying to snipe it down. We do have England also soon with an option to get these square rigging upgrades on the quadrims, I mean the frigates. He does have the option right now. Actually, it's just a matter of getting the gold on his side and getting the niter. Looking at also Portouss, Pen Brush and Voice Golden Age, is making 82 gold a turn at this point in time, 127 production as well as 35 science and 69 culture. He did manage to put quite a few more cities here, Gordian and Ray. He did get Hardy Carnassus on the east side, and he is starting to build up a fleet from his capital. And this is going to be more and more dangerous for Phoenicia, since he's going to need to get going on the eastern side with caravels and with a navy, and at the same time attack into Inca on the western side. That's a problem, or defend against Inca. It doesn't look like at the moment Aztec is managing to push through all of the defenses of Inca. Inca did get his man-at-arms right on time, and he's putting down crossbows right behind them. That's a technology that Aztec at the moment is not benefiting from on his units. Maybe he does have the technology, but he just never upgraded. No, he actually needs 2 more turns. Now we do also see Nami with a Pen Brush and Voice Golden Age on minus 10 gold a turn. That is a bit of a problem, but I'm pretty sure they can solve it, giving away gold from each other. We do have Tirem on 41 science and 70 culture, having the ability to get these Tagmas going against his opponent. You see that at the moment they don't actually do that much damage against these men-at-arms. We would have needed a few more of these Tagmas to actually attack into Panis, and some crossbows over here, especially on this level 3 archer. He definitely needs it to upgrade into a crossbow. Victoria is also with 64 science and 56 culture, 82 production, and he is trying to get more culture going. Pen Brush and Voice Golden Age coming up from him. 2 theater squares are going to come online soon with another campus from Sheffield. I do also notice he is getting attacked by his opponent, by France, and he's trying to survive over here with all of his boats. While we do have France following this up with his own quadrims, we're going to need to see if he's going to manage to get what he needs to get those frigates going. Now, Taldan here is trying to get back into the game, and we do see him managing to protect the city of Paris. While he did manage to expand on the coast here with a few more cities. Doesn't need to worry about these Persian units from the north. The city of Amboise is protected by the mountains, and of course he does have a few quadrims in the waters for good measure to protect that city center. We do also see Taldan, normal age, unfortunately, only on 44 science and 21 culture. The difference between them is just going to get bigger between Thedeclick and Taldan. While Byzantium is on 33 and 22. We do have him on 3 cities attacking to his opponent, getting these catapults to attack into Wanuku. I gotta point out there are tiles that he could use to attack into Wanuku without getting attacked back. We do need to see if this is actually going to allow him to take cities down. City of Susa is also kind of protected by Ikil in the north. There's only one tile of attack into that city center, and that is protected by a man-at-arms, and it looks like the crossbow inside of the city center is going to help out with the defense as well. The crossbow is starting to get promotions going, so that's going to be tougher to deal with later on in the game. Spylke, with the most science in the game, did choose to switch to a free inquiry golden age here with 94 science and 39 culture, 43 gold a turn. It looks like he also has the most production with 153 and a lot of cities. Biggest issue here, he does need to split his attention up from the land and the sea, and this might be a bit too much even for him. We do have a spy actually coming up from Aztec into the cities of Inca, and it looks like he is getting that extra diplomatic visibility going against his opponent. Still not tough enough to punch through the defenses of the Incan cities. Cyrus seems popping off. Yeah, he's getting, man, Cyrus power over here, getting a lot of these traders going, internals, magnets internal in Pasagarde. We do have harbors coming up from Sparta, and I do see Gordian Ray getting more of these harbors for the extra gold. 90 gold a turn, 130 production. He should be well over Spylke after his like 10 turns from now, just because Spylke is gonna be in trouble here. He's gonna keep on focusing on the units, and that is gonna take away from his attention on putting up in the sim, on putting that production into the sim, I mean. Let's see what's happening in the seas here. Looks like France and England did go into a stalemate here. Neither of them actually wants to push in. We do have the French caravels with promotions, a lot of them on these boats, while at the moment the French ones only have a few of them, like I guess only one with a promotion. They do have scouts in the waters for extra support bonus, and it does look like he did manage to plug the choke in the north of his cities to the south of Taruga. I do see England is getting a few caravels, a few of these frigates upgraded, and that will allow him to push into the French borders. Into the west side, he does have 1, 2, 3 more pre-builds, 4 more pre-builds, and those are just frigates. He can upgrade caravels alongside. It's just a matter of gold. That is a problem that Cyrus is starting to help with. We also have Tirem over there with 31 gold at 10. Nami is on minus 16, but he just needs to survive over here in this situation. We might actually see a few last moves. Bewewen does have a catapult that needs to move on the 2-2 tile to start attacking into the city of Wanuku. I gotta point out that this doesn't deal that much damage against the city center, but it will put more pressure on his opponent here. Now, Bewewen is also gonna need to upgrade his crossbows, and the gold is starting to disappear from the turns here of normal age. Port doesn't have a CS. Wait, Portouss, you mean? You mean Cyrus? No, he doesn't have a CS. No. Well, we do have Inca trying to get the tiles in the south here. He is going to get to attack into that weakened archer, and of course and I say weakened because it's in the marsh tile. While yes, the catapult is starting to do the shots against Wanuku. There are hills in front of the other one, and I don't think he can actually do this. We do need to see if Bewewen is actually going to get to retreat this, so he can get a stronger unit there. I do see he doesn't actually have a replacement there for the archer, and I do see his men-at-arms are getting quite attacked over here. The water, he's nasty, bro, man. These units that just died, by the way. Warakak for the win. Kick. Well, that's, I guess, danger over here for Inca. He's gonna get to push back the Aztec army, and is not gonna allow him to use his catapults against his walls there. Encampments starting to get out of Phoenicia, but it feels like it is a bit too late for this to come out here. And we're going to see what is the reaction of France when he's gonna see all of these frigates coming against him. He still didn't put a spy into the cities of England. Let me actually take a look at his takes here. He does have Square Game coming up in 5, Exploration in 4. Wait, he never actually got Corsairs? No castles! Oh no, free spy. Anyway, we do need to see a few more tank masks coming out from Byzantium. Now he's starting to get one more Hippodrome from Kherson. He did manage to, or Sherson, I'm not sure how, I guess Sherson, guys, I don't know exactly how to pronounce this, so excuse me if I don't do the correct pronunciation. We do have Byzantium coming up with another timer that he got with the arena inside of the city of Tikal. We're going to need to see it move on the front line here and try to do some damage against France, even though I do believe the longer the game goes on, England is going to manage to overwhelm the French navy. Now we do need to see if France is going to manage to get enough gold for his frigates. He does have 227 gold in the bank with -2 per turn, while Spylke is going to get 60 per turn. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's going to be that much. He does need to get a navy of his own, especially if we do have Persian units starting to come out of the cities of Pasagarde or Persia over here of Portouss. He does have 132 gold a turn to work, 44 science and 74 culture. I do see him going for military tactics, and he did get discovered. The biome of Phoenicia is over there. And we might actually see it pillage one of his traders. Let's see the first moves here. No, it was actually Portouss that managed to take it out properly. Let's see also where are these frigates going. They could actually attack into the French caravels across this land here, or they could move in the south and couple with the main navy of England. do some damage there. And oh my god, Aztec is without that many units left. He's trying to get the walls up now. This is gonna be tougher and tougher for him to deal with. There are heavily upgraded crossbows here in Anuku. I do see many times are starting to come out of the cities of Inca, and he did manage to get a general for them. This Timur is gonna help him out a lot against Aztec. There is an attack coming up from Phoenicia, trying to get some damage done on the city of Machu here with some knights. I do see there is a Warakak that has just popped in from the mountains that will deal quite a bit of damage against the knights. And remember, man, these guys are nasty. Have you ever seen the Warakaks? Oh man, this is a unique medieval era unit that replaces the skirmisher, stronger the range combat and the skirmisher, and +1 additional attack per turn. He can attack 2 times, guys, 2 times with 45 strength against your units. That is so nasty. Who doesn't have a military alliance? Yeah, it's Aztec over here, B1, or maybe it did get changed. Let me actually double check. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have it. He does have +2 luxury attack bonus, but that's it. And yeah, as you can see, his catapults are dying quite fast. The city center is gonna be in shambles here. We do need to see the Warakak reposition and do the damage. And oh my god, I guess I'm sorry. It's been a while since I've seen the Warakaks in action. I totally forgot how hard they are to deal with. Yes, there is squishy, but you've seen in the city center they melt armies next to the city center. And that's a scout, man. That's a scout. Okay, we got actually some units deployed to the north here. It looks like the Thedeclick is going to try to push through the north into the French Navy, trying to take away his attention. It does look like England is managing to breach through the middle pathway. And yes, we do need to see the new frigates coming online here alongside these caravels to go against his opponent. I don't see an admiral available for England in the north, while yes, in the south he does have Himerios. I think the question is, can he get another one? He did get Rajan Dracola. Wait, did he actually create a privateer with that instead of using it? I think he did, right? There is a sea dog over here, so I think he did. Well, there are 2 caravels that wait. Not caravels, frigates. 1 frigate with 1 sea dog. I would have to actually mention over here that they could try to keep on pushing. It's just a matter of time of keeping the line here, but I think he's waiting for another caravel to not allow France to get triple attacks on one of his boats. Nami is also 1 turn away from printing. He's starting to get right in the face of Aztec here, with Aztec remaining with 2 units that are very low HP. He doesn't have a follow-up army, nor does he have a lot of production to use to repair this. We do need to see if Inca's crossbows are going to be tough enough to take down the walls in Teotihuacan after they're going to go up. That city does benefit from a crossbow, and of course we do need to see if it is going to be strong enough to counter these crossbows. Normally each team is dead in every front. All sign calling it out. Well, yeah, it's not easy, guys. It's not easy. Also, good evening, sir. How are you doing? How are you doing? Wait, there was a +5 for the military. Wait, Dujimo? Wait, let me see. Let me double check. I think you saw it on the Man at Arms, but that's from Inca. Yeah, who was the 4th player of Team Normal Age? Let me see. Baptiste, not Baptiste, but Baptiste. Oh, looks like the Sea Dog actually went out for the fun here, and the English caravel fleet moved a bit too out of the way. Unfortunately, that actually causes a problem here. We do need to see if England is going to manage to step away and reposition his boats. We do have the major army going towards our boats here in the middle, while Thedeclick is managing to couple it with it. We do have Persian Immortals just waiting on the northern coast to try to throw those spears against their opponents. New frigates coming online and moving to the French borders here in the city of Rouen, while you do see France does have a heavy problem actually getting new boats in the water. 7 turning one of these caravels is not going to be enough. He did get a few of these Squadrons built, and yes, he is going to try to upgrade his boats. The biggest issue would be the gold generation here to upgrade the Squadrons into frigates. Now we do have to see also Persia getting a navy out, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 boats strong at the moment. He's getting some more coming up from Passagar and Gordian. He can use Sparta as well, Sparta. Although right now he's actually working on a campus, and I do see Chicoritza is trying to get a builder out. Hamatana getting one of these granaries going, and I do see Portouss is still working on improving the land he got from Maya. Tech side Patras, he's going top 3, so he is gonna go against Phoenicia. Phoenicia is also forced to go his own cartography. We do have him with a decent amount of production right now. He is on 195 production versus Portouss is 157, a lot of internals, a lot of science also. Doesn't have a problem with the science department against his opponent. The major issue here is the damage. And of course, that he's playing on 2 fronts instead of 1. This is, well, gonna go. This is gonna cause more and more problems, by the way, with England benefiting from 4 caravels here. The 5th one is coming from the north with 1, 2, 3 of these frigates available to attack into one of the caravels of France. He is probably gonna deal enough damage to make it squishy enough so the caravels can go in. We do have also on the other side, the more caravels getting on the front line there. He's building a line of units, and now we do see the Sea Dogs are starting to do the damage alongside these frigates, doing significant damage against the French caravels without taking damage in return. This is the key over here, without taking damage in return. Okay, well, that hut got taken. Quickly want to check this. Teotihuacan's walls are crumbling. We do have the Mertens able to take that city down. Looks like Aztec is fallen right next to Phoenicia, and we will probably see the French navy also fall over here. I do have to point out the Thedeclick did manage to get this caravel fleet exactly in the correct place. That is his strongest unit, and his stronger unit. He is trying to get his weakest spot defended. Okay, more boats coming around here. The Squadrons, well, can try to do something here, but they're not. Okay, frigates. Attention, town stuck. Taldan. Wait, he actually stacked somewhere? Is it here? I have no idea if he's stacked or not. Anyway, let's see. We do have Nami magic to do something. Warakak still doing damage over here. You can see how squishy this Warakak is. You can attack with many times no issues. It's just a matter of how much damage the Warakak can do against you. And the Vila actually got placed over here in the north. Taldan is saying, see, sorry. I don't know where that was stacked, by the way. But it was stacked. When does France get frigates? Next turn. Square rigging. I guess he does have enough niter for 3 of them if he actually uses the half cost card. Biggest issue is attack. Oh no. Thedeclick. I guess he wasn't ready for this. Nah, it's fine. Just taking on another one down. And another one. Just, oh my god, he actually go into the quadrim line, man. Destroy the quadrims. Burn them. He does have movement. Why is he not doing it? Hello? Maybe he doesn't get the notification. Sometimes when you're in this kind of a war, it's hard for you to actually see all of the units that have movement or don't have movement. Some of them actually you move away. They have promotions. You don't see them because of the buttons. You actually need to I would say do a few checks over there. It looks like the city of Amboise is not protected anymore. We do have the immortals going to the water. They might actually go against the city of Taruga. While we do have the English caravels starting to get a position on the city of Amboise, France is going to try to retreat his squadron so he can upgrade them. In the south east, we do have England also with the caravels able to reposition themselves against one of these French caravels, which I gotta say this is the weakest link here. With the frigates, he could start to snipe it down. He does have promotions on the frigates, so maybe that would be quite a priority to get those going. Let's see. Teotihuacan got taken down. Antavila might actually die here. It does look like two of those catapults are attacking into it. There is a courser inside of it, and I do see the garrison strength. It's 40. Aztec is trying to get out of there with a settler, while it does look like there's more pressure building up from Phoenicia into the Incan territory. It does seem like also Machu is going to be surviving here, no problems. While of course Inca has been pushing towards the Aztec main cities. It looks like it's quite a tough cookie to crack for him. Aztec is trying to retrain some of these Maritimes, getting crossbows from Ixtapaluca, and as you can see, putting them on the front line so that he stops the Incan units. The Warakax though, man, the Warakax. We do have Maritimes promoted here. It does look like Timur is available for him. Multiple crossbows with promotions to deal the initial damage, while of course these Maritimes will soak that damage. They will also get lower in HP and possibly die afterwards. Because can we see normal H view? Yes, sir. There we go. This is their view. This is their vision. Maybe he was zone of controlled. Yeah, maybe. Oh, you're talking about the caravel right over here that I was talking about. Maybe. Yeah, you might be right. Okay, we do have England managing to do quite a bit of damage here. He does deploy one of the caravels from the north to try to go into the French territory. There are French frigates now on the map, and yes, they will deal a bit more damage, significantly more damage against these frigates. Now the biggest question is, how will England adapt to this new threat? It looks like he just was one of his caravels. Not really adapting, guys, not really adapting. Well, we do need to see if he's actually going to focus on Amboise. There is a spy over there from Byzantium, and Byzantium is pushing with the Tagmas. We do have level 3 crossbows also available for Byzantium, and more of these Tagmas coming in for the fight. They will start to dwindle the numbers of the French men-at-arms, and I do think actually England should focus on this fleet over here. He should defeat the French fleet and then work on his cities. But anyway, it's fine. He does have a decent fleet here as well. We do need to see how he's going to use it. A bit unfortunate that he didn't get the promotions going from last turn. I don't know why he didn't, but I guess it was he preferred to keep on attacking against the French units rather than promote them. That's at least my guess. Okay, so he did. Okay, there we go. He's working on the fleet. Okay, he's taking it down. The Thedeclick is gonna do a lot of damage here against the French units. There are two caravels coming online. They don't have enough strength to take out a unit here unless you take this caravel down. While we do see him pushing in from the east side, we do need to see if the frigates are gonna manage to take down these caravels in good enough time so they can go against the frigates of France fast enough. Also, Teotihuacan got back. It looks like Nami's men-at-arms are going to need to take it back again. There are multiple crossbows available for him to shoot down the city. And we do have new crossbows coming up from Ixtapaluca. Now, Antavila is very low HP here, and it doesn't look like it's going to survive. There is still a catapult that can attack into it, while this settler might be... why is he not taking it? And maybe take... Oh, he doesn't have enough movement on the courser. He probably got promoted or something. Maybe take it next turn. It should have enough movement to take it next turn. Just delete it. Deny Aztec a settler here would be quite important. Oh, take it. The courser is dead anyway. Oh. The moves. He focused on taking Teotihuacan while he lost one of his cities and the ability to take out the Aztecs that are going towards the northeast. We do need to see also how the matchup between Portouss's navy is gonna come to fruition here against Spylke. We do have industrialization coming up from Spylke while Portouss is going for his banking for more gold per each trader over here, and he's gonna get, of course, more the ability to build the banks in his commercials. He has a decent amount of them, so yeah, 150 gold, 54 gold right now. Oh, Portouss, I was just talking about him, man, and he just disconnected. That is so unfortunate. Wait, did France ever manage to get a safety settler out somewhere? Oh, I see Inca is getting one in the south. I don't know why, but I guess he's feeling the pain of Phoenicia's units against him. Maybe that's what's happening. Oh, wait, Steam update? Oh, this is Steam updated, right? This is, yeah. Okay. That's a problem. We might need to reload it because of it. Sandorius, good evening, sir. Hello there. Which do you think would be more fun at the party between Nightbot or Autobot? I guess Nightbot. Check. Or I guess it's neither. From what I know over here, if it's gonna be a Steam update, usually it does take around like 5 to 10 minutes for it to get back online. It does take them a little while to upgrade the code and then put it back online. So we might need to wait a little bit. Well, I think both would bring some fun in their own way. Yeah, I guess you can, yeah, you can say that. Definitely you can say that. Just waiting over here for him to get his team back. Should I go to the bathroom? Well, I guess we need to do the same thing again with wait, what happened here? He can hear that dogs can MRI machine, but cats can't. Whoa, you've seen cats and dogs, bro? Oh my god, yes, man. They can operate a lot of stuff, but dogs can too, man. Let me actually get this countdown going. Let me put it for 5 minutes from now, because it looks like it will take a while. So let's see. With the pause, I mean, make the buttons bigger, bro, and then they're gonna get to operate with the pause as well. Be right back. Oh, is this the moment we actually need to reconnect over here? Oh no. Cities can what? Oh yeah. Let's see. Do I need to restart everything? What did they write? Oh, they need to well, I guess restart everything. Like restart Steam and so on. Unfortunately. Well, I hope actually I did get there we go. I did get the update. As in the Steam in my region actually got updated properly, so it's fine because I know they're doing like rolling updates. They're not giving everybody the update at the same time. And I guess Steam takes its time. Okay, there we go. Whoa, new Star Trek. Well, not new, it's just Star Trek Online, but with something. Oh. Wait. I'm Oh, they GG'd. They GG'd. Okay. Never mind. They GG'd. So I don't need to rejoin the game. I do want to get into the how to say there we go. Into the channels here to see what they have to say. I do have to mention, of course, now we do have a win from Fantomas. We're gonna have a third game. I do want to mention that we're going into the French channel, so we're gonna hear quite a bit of French. I do believe there are quite a few French speakers here, so it is important for them to listen. It is also important for us to be there. We're not gonna stay long, but if they do have some questions that we can ask, it would be amazing. Well, some answers for us to put questions, it would be amazing. Give me a second.
Ouais. Bah, est-ce qu'on
Enfin,
avait
c'est
rien
top.
pour trade?
Nous, on pouvait.
On avait
Ouais,
des...
on a un setup. Hein, en vrai, moi, je peux trade sur Portouss.
Nous, on peut pas trade en externe. En
Je
fait.
faisais du coup. Allez,
On
maintenant,
trade
j'arrive à
parce qu'on
100
prend la place
GBT.
de l'anglais.
GG, well
Du
played.
français.
GG.
Thank you for the
Merci.
casting.
Merci. Thank you myself for allowing me to be here. I do have a few questions here. Why did you use the remaps? That's, I think, the biggest one.
Because we were scared that the things that happened here with Maya and Byzants,
Yeah.
it would be just on the first map, but maybe not. Because we weren't sure Persia was here, but.
Well, to be honest, in the first map you were kind of like between 3 players with Maya, but you had +6 observatories.
Yes,
It was
just
Yeah.
a good land.
Yeah.
I think we should play this game, this map, and don't remap. But
normally I think
first,
use the first one.
Yes, the first one was
Yes.
not
Yeah.
bad. I think.
My land was garbage on the first map, though. But
Yes, we didn't get a land on first map with friends.
really poor yield.
And Ido. Beatbox.
Yeah.
I think it's a small island, but with Dido it's not really a problem.
Yep.
Maybe we should play the first map and not remap.
Well, the second one was kind of a cage fight over there between England and France, I believe, right? On the coast?
Yeah.
England was in
Yeah, no.
on three people sea.
Yeah.
On the sea of 3 people. Then was difficult for.
Okay, one last question. What happened with the settle of Maya going to Tsingy? What happened there?
I'm sorry.
We need to call Baptiste, maybe, but
The settler.
Cyrus deny the settle.
Yes,
the settler.
Cyrus was too fast.
Okay.
fast to settle and deny the settler. Then the settlers just run, continue to far away.
There's only 9 tiles between the two caps, so
Yes.
Yeah.
with the forward B2 that is a bit far away from his cap, he's just at the door of Maya. So
I thought initially you're gonna put a city on the east side, next to those bananas, next to the mountains. You never considered it, or maybe you did. You gotta tell me.
I didn't saw this part. I wasn't Maya. Maya is not there.
he is not there. But,
Okay.
maybe there was a unit, I think.
I
Yeah,
don't know why
maybe.
why you go on the north.
I think it was because there was a good observatory.
There is
maybe.
no in the north. There was the warrior and the scout of the Byzants in east south. I think it's for that.
Okay.
And the foot plane on the left and mountains on the right.
Yeah, he might have not had vision. That's something I didn't check. at that
Yeah,
point.
maybe.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for allowing me to stream. It was an interesting game to watch, definitely. And when is your third game? A tiebreaker, right? You need to play a
We
tiebreaker?
don't have
Yes.
the date.
Okay.
This weekend, je pense, les gars.
Well, good luck.
This weekend.
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.
you, guys.
Bonsoir.
And my
Good
job.
night.
See you. Bye-bye. Have a good evening, everybody. And I do have to say, of course, again, Fantomas did manage to tie out this game against Normal Age. We will need to see a third game being played between them so they can actually get this tiebreak going, and we'll need to see who's actually going to win that matchup and what map is going to be, and so on and so forth. In the meantime, tomorrow we're going to have a game from the wildcard, from the CWC wildcard. We're going to see Chillbro go against Aztec Company. Chillbro coming up from as a new team from the CPL Premier team, and we do have Aztec Company coming up from the French community. Both of them quite strong, relatively new teams. We're going to need to see how they fare against each other. They are fighting for those slots in the next CWC, and a lot of things will need to be happening tomorrow. It's going to start up at 1830 GMT, if I remember correctly. You can check it out on my Discord. I'd also want to make a quick mention over here about the Discord. I did do an announcement today because I did manage to get a role thing over here. You can actually click on the reactions and you're going to receive notifications when I'm going live on Twitch or when I do upload a video on my YouTube. You can, of course, take a look at the upcoming games channel. You're going to see over here the list of games that will be played during the week and the ones that I'm going to get to cast. You can actually always check out this channel for the upcoming game. If you're just interested about the upcoming game, just keep this channel open and you're going to see the information over here. I always try to update it as soon as I get the information over there. Also, thank you so much for the cheers, and I do hope, yes, I also hope I'm gonna have a good night. I will try to understand the jokes, Antonios. Yes. Thank you. Also, at the same time, I do want to thank everybody for the subs, for the follows, for everything, for the cheers. Every little bit helps. I do hope we're gonna see each other tomorrow, and I do hope you do enjoy the shows. If you're coming up from YouTube, I do also hope you're gonna throw this a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below about what you think about the game, or ask me any question. And of course, if you wanna take a look at my Discord, you're more than welcome to. That's where the information lies. Every little bit of it. Have a good evening, everybody, and have some fun with some Civilization 6 gaming. Bye bye.